You are going to an event as a spectator.
I was invited.
You're going to have like a hot dog and a soda and sit in an arena and watch a table of people on a computer play video games.
I talk about the things that I like to talk about, and I get roasted for it. I like Call of Duty. Fucking sue me.
I'm not going to
sue hobby.
you.
There's nothing wrong with
no,
it.
Say that to them, Jake. Say that to them.
Fun hobby. On today's part of my take, we got a twofer for the people. We have actor Josh Duhamel. Awesome interview in person, talking about his career, talking about the Vikings. He's a huge Vikings fan. He kind of outtaked us as well, which hasn't really happened often on this show.
I'm comfortable not going to the places that he went.
Yeah, but he did.
I've been there. I've been there.
He outtaked us. We also have Corey Kispert from the Washington Wizards in studio. Great 2 interviews. We're going to talk Tom Brady retiring again. Get ready for, we have Super Bowl week coming up, Fyre Fest of the week, and it's all brought to you by our friends at Chevy. The championship games are upon us. Well, the big game is upon us, but one team has already won it all. That team is Chevy and its star player, the Silverado, a truck with unstoppable grit and determination. According to J.D. Power, Chevy trucks have earned more new vehicle quality awards than any other brand. That's some serious hardware. So head over to Chevy.com to learn more today. Silverado as strong and dependable as the people who drive them. For J.D. Power 2022 U.S. award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Check it out now, the Chevy Silverado. It's Chevy's year. It is the Silverado's year, the best truck in the world. This is the year you become a truck person. You do it with the Chevy Silverado, as strong and dependable as the people who drive them. So check it out. They've already won. They have unstoppable grit and determination with the Chevy Silverado, our favorite truck in the entire world. Thank you to Chevy, wonderful sponsor, and go get a Chevy Silverado today. Okay, let's go. Welcome to Part of My Take. Today is Friday, February 3rd, and Tom Brady has retired again, this time because Hank broke his heart.
Yeah, it's back-to-back retirements. 2 consecutive retirements for Tom Brady. He's the GOAT at that, too. Not a dynasty, but a nice little run. He is officially retiring this time. Last time, I think he said he was walking away from the game.
Yeah.
Taking some time away from the game, being with his family. This time it sounds like it's official. He cried a little bit in his retirement video. He said you only get one emotional Instagram post, and he used that up last year, thanking Hank and the Brady Four. Mm-hmm. So there will be no more thanks to Hank for all the support throughout the years. He says it's because you can't get 2 of those, but I think we all know he's not posting another thank you to Boston sports fans because Hank broke his little heart and drove him out of the NFL by turning his back on him in his very last career game.
I have a little fact or fiction. Let's play real quick. Hank, it's your favorite game. Fact or fiction, Tom Brady played 23 years in the NFL with only one true retirement. We're not counting last year's retirement. Fact or fiction?
Fiction.
What? He didn't play 23 years in the...
No, the second part is fiction.
What do you mean?
He's had 2 retirements.
Yeah, but this is the real retirement.
You can't do both fact and fiction. It's like you're either pregnant or you're not pregnant.
Fact or fiction, Tom Brady retired last year.
Okay, but he didn't. No, he didn't, because we all knew it was fake, and he came back.
Hank, can you look up what the definition of retirement is for me? Actually, Jake, can you check that out?
I think he submitted his retirement.
No, he didn't. No, he actually didn't. Fact or fiction, in the 23 years that Tom Brady played in the NFL, you defended him for 22 out of the 23 years.
Fiction.
What?
23 out of 23.
Oh, okay.
No,
Interesting.
now-
That is fiction.
I'm going to take Hank's side on that one. Hank defended Tom Brady not for 22 years. He defended him for 22 years and 51 weeks of his NFL career.
And then in the last possible moment, when Tom Brady looked up at the wall.
When he needed him most.
And when he was like, who's still on this wall?
Tom Brady was Patriots thing.
Tom Brady was, or Hank was standing next to Tom Brady with his jorts and Dak Prescott jersey on. He's like, hey, buddy, and just stabbed him right in the heart and then twisted it. And Tom Brady said, if I've lost Hank, I've lost everyone. Mm-hmm. I'm retired.
Fact or fiction, I got a couple for you.
Okay.
Tom Brady's greatest winner of all time.
I'd say maybe. Genghis Khan was pretty good.
Fact or fiction, I won the bet.
What?
The Cowboys bet.
Yeah, if that makes you sleep better at night.
Well,
sure.
no, you didn't. They're not in the Super Bowl.
But they...
Wait.
You just
Did you bet on the Cowboys that week, or was it just your future?
No, I guess
no,
it
it
was
was
just
both.
the
He
future.
doubled down. He
No,
went
no,
double.
he just said that it was just the future.
It was just the future.
That's pathetic.
Yeah.
You sold Tom Brady. You sold him out.
Cowboys.
You guys are trying
For-
so hard to
you
make this
sold
about
him
me,
out
and it's
for
just not, like,
2
it
weeks'
has
salary.
Nothing to do with me.
I just know the
It's
guy.
pathetic.
The guy loves football. He's one of the greatest competitors of all time. And for some reason this year, something changed where he's like, I'm walking away from the game officially. What could have changed? Oh, maybe Hank turned his back on him.
I didn't.
You know, with
You
friends
did.
with friends like Hank, who needs enemies, right?
Yeah. All right. So Hank, we won't make it about you. Listen, Tom Brady.
Thanks.
It does feel like he's officially retired this time. Would we say you said 25% chance he comes back?
I still think he could come back, yeah.
The only reason I feel like he might be fully
There's
retired.
crazy injuries, like.
Yeah, but the only reason I think he might be fully retired this time is he did always say in all these interviews that he was going to play to 45. He's 45 years old right now. He'd be 46 next year. So maybe he's done. He's proved it all. And this year obviously wasn't really fun for him. So new chapter. What were you going to say, Jake?
Retirement, noun. The action or fact of leaving one's job and ceasing to work.
Okay, so
so
did he
he
come
kept
back to
on
work, or
working.
did he just
Yeah.
leave?
But he ceased to work.
No.
No,
he
well,
kept
for the
on
off
working.
season.
At the time, he ceased to work. But
Well,
then
But no,
Oh,
it was
Thank
for
you,
the
Jake. Very
it was
cool.
for the off season.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I mean, he was probably training.
Did they
still.
do off-season workouts?
Not during February, idiot.
maybe he'll
dummy.
be back on Selection Sunday again.
He is the greatest quarterback of all time. I know that there's now debates going around. Joe Montana was 4-0 in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady was 7-3. I don't think anyone will ever win 7 Super Bowls again. I know that
Maybe Patrick Mahomes.
people are we've said this. Patrick Mahomes would be the best challenger, but then when you think about all of it, Patrick Mahomes would have to play till he's in his 40s.
Yeah.
Tom Brady won 3 Super Bowls after the age of 38. He also would have to have his team's going to turn over like
Maybe
2 or
4.
3 times. He might have been 4. I don't. It's just the longevity part. It feels like it's going to be almost impossible to duplicate.
It's crazy to think about that Patrick Mahomes, where he's at in his career right now, is about maybe a sixth of the way, maybe a little bit further than that, about a fifth of the way through what Tom Brady's entire career was. So
Right.
Tom Brady had 3 separate Hall of Fame careers in his 20s, in his 30s, and in his 40s. He's the best football player of all time. Well, no,
Yeah.
wait. Now I need to have the internal debate. Is Tom Brady the best quarterback of all time, or is he the best football player that played quarterback of all time? I say both, actually.
He did have 3 separate Hall of Fame careers, which is crazy. So if you look at it from 2000 2006, obviously they're not the total yardage, but he basically had Troy Aikman's career with 3 Super Bowl titles, 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Troy had 1. From 2007 to 2013, he had Dan Marino's career with they both had 2. Or Tom Brady went to 2 Super Bowls. Dan Marino went to 1. Tom Brady had 2 MVPs. Dan Marino had 1. Tom Brady had 2 passing touchdown leader years. Dan Marino had 3. And then his last years, 2014 to the end, he had Joe Montana's career. We had 4 Super Bowl titles, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 5 Super Bowl appearances. Joe Montana only had 4. It's crazy.
And
it's
now,
insane.
Now for the second half of his 40s, he's going to have Greg Olson's career.
Yes, exactly. Which I don't. People were getting mad for Greg Olson. Greg Olson came on this show. He said it a million times. He knew what was going to happen when he signed up for it.
I also think that there's a decent chance that Greg Olson fins Tom Brady off somehow because he's that good and he's a proven commodity now. And you
But
can
it's still-
you can think, yeah, it's Tom Brady, and he'll probably approach it with the same dedication he approached football with, and he'll probably be outstanding at it and be one of the best broadcasters. But I think that there's a chance that they work something out behind the scenes because they like Greg Olson, and they don't have to pay Greg Olson.
Tom Brady on the B
Tom
team
Brady
would
money.
be.
No,
Well,
they
no,
put
that's
Greg
not going to
Olson
happen.
on the B team.
No, they would move. They would move Tom. They would trade Tom Brady like how they traded Al Michaels back in the day. Tom Brady goes to CBS, takes Romo's spot. Romo comes to Fox. He's on the B team. That's my dream trade. Who says no?
Okay.
I wouldn't be shocked if Tom Brady is somehow involved in the Super Bowl broadcast this year. It feels like you're already paying him this much money, like whether it be pregame or maybe he's in the booth for a little bit. Why wouldn't you do that if you're
Yeah.
Fox? Why wouldn't you use the guy who you're paying millions and millions of dollars with, who just retired? Fox basically gets an exclusive if they want.
Yeah, I don't know how that works with his contract. If they start paying him now, or if it's a thing where like his contract ends with the NFL with the Bucks, and then he becomes broadcaster. I
think
don't
he
know.
wants the money now,
But I
because
think
of the FTX.
I think he'd probably sign up for doing something for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It'd be good to have. It would feel like a Super Bowl with Tom Brady around.
Yeah, he played in 18% of the Super Bowls that have ever been played.
I think
that's pretty insane.
Didn't he play in like half the Super Bowls of his career?
Yeah, if you take out injury, what are you going to say, Billy? I have some more Tom Brady crazy stats.
I was just gonna say, are we sure Tom Brady's gonna be a good broadcaster?
No, I mean we don't know.
Yes.
Because he's a millionaire who's been dating supermodels for the past 20 years, and he also knows
married.
the game.
He's married to his wife.
Not anymore. Knows the game to a way that he probably can't even convey to other people. So,
I just want to stop you real quick. Do you think that dating supermodels makes you bad at being a broadcaster?
well, no, just being relatable to everyone in America watching.
Do you think
the game.
Stephen A. Smith is relatable to anybody?
Tony Kornheiser
There's-
wasn't
oh, no.
great on Monday Night Football. He's been dating supermodels for his whole life.
Yeah, but like,
Kornheiser fucks.
he
Yeah.
might get on the broadcast and people be like, he's just said a
He's
couple
got a
things.
he's got
and
a
it's just
dick like
wait
a
second,
baby's
fuck
arm
this guy.
holding an apple.
I gotta Billy. Yeah, what?
Tony Kornheiser?
What are you talking about?
Slay King.
People hate Tom Brady because he's successful already.
No, but what
Billy,
if he gets on there and he's not like he's kind of an asshole?
You're not totally wrong, Billy, because he's unproven. I think it's more Tom Brady knows more football than probably anyone out there. It's just his personality. Like, is he going to show his personality? Is he going to be like gregarious? You know, a guy that you want to tune in and listen to him call a game. That's the real what if. Because do we know Tom Brady's personality?
Yeah.
What if
What is it?
Electric. Winner.
Winner. Yes,
Funny.
winner. Yes.
He is a winner.
Winner.
Charismatic. Supermodel
Is
looks.
he?
All right,
Are you counting Kevin Bonner maybe writing tweets during the game?
No, I mean, everything I've seen from Tom, and I've seen it all, he's great.
What happens if someone tries to bust his balls on the broadcast and he just responds like angrily and like doesn't like
no,
take jokes?
I think
I
he's
think
a
he's,
one of those
he's
guys.
hyper, he's
We've seen-
hyper competitive.
We've
So
seen
when He's
him.
in his quarterback mode. He's hyper competitive because he wants to win.
Why are we acting like
He's not competing, so
Why are
he's
we-
going to be like a normal dude.
Why are we acting like we haven't seen him doing the match and like just mic'd up,
Yeah.
busting balls with people? I think he's going to be a natural fit.
He was
in
on
the booth.
Entourage, Billy.
I'm just saying, Fox is in a good
That's
spot right now,
scripted.
and Greg Olson's doing a
So
good
is
job.
NFL.
So I don't know if they're going to have to move him off. I think that they're definitely giving Fox something to think about. Now, Greg Olson is definitely.
I don't know
if
if it's
if
even
Greg's Olson if Olson's asked to step back to the B team, he'll do it, and he'll be great at that. I'm just saying Fox is in a good spot right now.
I don't
And-
think that it's a tough position for. I think it's going to be Tom Brady because they're paying him so much money. You can't pay him that much money and then be like, well, he's not. Greg Olson's keeping the job.
That's
Yeah,
why.
Greg Olson has
That's
no
why
shot.
there's the
Yeah, no shot.
possibility
like,
of
like people on
the
Twitter might
trade.
be like, "We want Greg Olson." They don't. Fox people do not care.
That's why there's
do
a
not care.
possibility that trade, like Al Michaels was traded
They're not
for
trading Tony
the
Romo.
rights to Oswaldo the Bunny to go to the ABC properties.
No, Tony Romo might just be cut.
Yeah.
He might not be traded. They might just cut him.
Would you take on Tony Romo's cap right now? That's
Yeah.
a big cap hit.
What if you take on Tony Romo's? What if they trade Tony Romo for Tom Brady straight up, and then they just cut Tony Romo,
Yeah,
get him off the books?
his expiring contract. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
move him for an asset.
Yeah. All right. So Tom Brady crazy stats. There are a bunch. It is mind blowing. Hopefully we don't have to do this every year. He doesn't. If he comes back this year, it's going to get annoying. Wouldn't you agree, Hank?
No.
He would become the Brett Favre.
How many times did Favre do it? Like 3 or 4?
Forever.
Yeah, it was every year.
Yeah.
It was every year. And then he was like, "Oh man, I don't have any money.
Yeah. So he's like, I'm back.
Spend all my money on litigation, Percocet."
Yeah. I don't have any money. Let me hit up the.
I
the
love it.
governor
Everyone
of
just, all the highlights come back. Everyone's gassing up Tom. Like, I got no problem.
So
with
here,
this.
you're gonna like
We
this.
should just do this annually anyway.
You're gonna like these crazy stats. So Tom Brady has more Super Bowl wins than any single franchise. He has 7. The Steelers and Patriots both have 6. He is 5th all time on playoff games won. So that's versus franchise as well. So the Patriots have 37. Cowboys, Niners, Steelers, Packers all have 36. Tom Brady has 35, which is pretty fucking insane. That's playoff wins all time. He has more playoff games than
okay.
yeah,
The Bucks.
yeah. He has more playoff games than 13 teams total. So he just like all these franchises. Tom Brady is better than all these franchises. He has more playoff wins than the Browns, Jets, and Saints combined as franchises. You can do that combo with a lot of
Yeah.
teams.
Jets have been around for a while.
A while.
That's crazy.
And the Saints won a Super Bowl. Here's a crazy one. If the Lions for the next 7 years, didn't get the 1 seed, but won the Super Bowl. So 7 years in a row they won the Super Bowl, they would have the exact same amount of playoff wins and Super Bowls as Tom Brady. So they have to win 7 straight to equal Tom Brady's career.
Yeah, I mean, he's the best of all time. I don't think that there's any – you can't argue it. The people that were making the Joe Montana argument based on Super Bowl, I think even they have to give up at this point.
Yeah.
Tom Brady is the best football player. He's without question the best leader of football teams. He doesn't have any – I think what hurts him is when you think of other quarterbacks, you can point at exact throws and be like, look how otherworldly this guy was. But with Tom Brady, he was just incredible for a long time. Hank, why are you
What
struggling?
about like the entire 2008 season?
Yeah, he had nice passes to Randy Moss. But I'm saying he doesn't have like that many signature moments where he does something incredible that nobody else can do with their arm. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I mean, it's the argument of like who has better arm talent. Like,
Yeah.
Obviously, Tom Brady doesn't win that contest,
Hank,
but
I'm saying that he's the greatest football player of all time. I'm not trying to denigrate his career. I'm just saying he was that good with his mind and knew the game inside and out that he didn't have to have like Mahomes-type wacky plays, throwing the ball left-handed, underhand, behind his back, blindfolded. He was just an outstanding quarterback for a long, long period of time. And there's actually you could also make the case he's like the walking epitome of the butterfly effect too. When it comes to his career, he did it all on his own. He earned it all on his own once he started playing, obviously. And he worked his ass off, and he's obviously, to be committed for all that. But for him to even get to the place where he ended up is kind of crazy. So he got passed up 198 times in the draft, right? Anybody could have. The Patriots passed on him 5 times in the draft. So he could have ended up in any other city playing. He only got in because Mo Lewis knocked out Drew Bledsoe in a game that had been postponed because of 9/11, because the government funded Osama bin Laden in his fight against the Russians who invaded Afghanistan because of the Cold War, which existed because Hitler invaded Stalingrad in the wintertime, which happened because of World War I, which happened because Gavrilo Princip got assassinated Archduke Franz Ferdinand. The assassination of the Archduke
started all of it.
Immediately led to Tom Brady's career in the NFL.
Started all of it.
But I'm joking about that. But obviously, there's a lot of stuff like the Tuck Rule, crazy stuff that happened in his career that launched him off. He is the walking embodiment of the butterfly effect, and taking that and running with it, and without a doubt, forging the best NFL career of all time.
The last crazy Tom Brady stat I have. This is from Tucker Boynton, who I think used to work here.
Yep.
And
Great stats guy.
Yeah, he's a great stats guy. He dug deep into this one, and it's mind-blowing. Tom Brady retired never having taken a snap when his team was mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. So including the postseason, 15,906 snaps, each with the possibility of winning the Super Bowl. That's insane.
And I think that's why, people hate me because I'm a Patriots fan. People hate Patriots fans.
Well, they hate you because you're a detestable person and you have a terrible attitude and you're a troll.
Regardless.
Yeah.
The reason people
Either
hate
way.
Patriots fans is because they're cocky, but it truly felt for 20 years, my entire life growing up from when I was 9 till I was, whenever he retired, 27, or whenever he left the Patriots, you knew they were going to be in the divisional round, and you were just wondering if they're going to be in the Super Bowl or not. And that's like, it sounds cocky, but it's like that happened every single year.
Yeah.
And like you just said, that he was never mathematically eliminated. It was like clockwork.
Your tweet yesterday pissed me off, though, when you were like, thank you to Tom Brady for turning an entire region of America into winners.
He did.
I mean, his career is
He instilled
insane.
winning into the entire New England region.
And
it's not like
that just makes me so mad to hear
but it's
that.
true.
I know it's true, but it also pisses me off.
Like obviously I miss it, and we talk about how the season was tough and stuff. But it's like it's not. Those memories last forever. I'll always appreciate Tom. I'll always love Tom, no matter how much you guys try and gaslight and troll me.
We didn't
we
gaslight
just
or troll
spent the
you. I
last
just
10 minutes talking about how he's
sucking his
the
dick.
No, I know,
best
but you're trying to
football
act
player
like we don't have. You're trying to get in the way of our relationship.
Well, I've
Oh,
noticed.
no, you got in the way of Tom Brady's relationship with you by stabbing him in the back.
Big Cat, I've noticed that we've spent the last 10 minutes talking about how great of a quarterback Tom Brady was, and Hank has spent zero time giving any facts about how great Tom Brady was,
No.
how much he loved him. He's just been mad at us.
Yeah. And he also bet on the Cowboys.
Heartfelt,
He bet on the Cowboys against the Bucks. In
I
that
just
Monday
wanted
Night Football
a
game.
heartfelt thank you.
Your heartfelt thank you was Tom Brady made me an alpha male.
Tom Brady retires with Henry Lockwood being 1-0 against him in his last game. That's also a fact.
I didn't bet on the Cowboys.
Yeah, you did.
I'm gonna check.
Yeah, you did. I know you did.
I don't think I did.
I know you did.
I don't think I
What are
did.
you going to say, Billy?
To Hank's point, exactly a year ago today, I published a blog, Craziest Tom Brady Statistics. New England's population from when he started his first game to retire today has increased by 3 million and has been like has a significant population boom compared to the rest of the country. So,
Is that true?
yeah.
Huh.
New England's population, it was something that someone pulled up from his first start.
Is that
You know
to
what that's
today.
actually called, Max?
What's that name?
Titletown.
We're coming.
They're next up.
He may have
Philly's
indirectly
next
caused
up.
the population boom.
Philly's next up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. He is the best quarterback of all time. It will be very hard for anyone to top that.
what's also
Kyle
nuts-
Trask is now the starter for the Bucs as of right now.
I do agree with Stephen Shea that they should let Kyle Trask hand select his next offensive coordinator.
Yes.
That's going to be important to get Kyle Trask into a system that he loves. Now, you ready for this murderer's row of quarterbacks in the NFC South? That division's next up. Forget about the AFC West. The division of quarterbacks is the NFC South. You have Kyle Trask, Desmond Ridder, Sam Darnold,
Ish, yeah.
and maybe Jameis,
And maybe Jameis or Andy Dalton.
if they're lucky.
It will be interesting, like the ripple effect of this year. Because everyone thought Raiders, they thought Niners, they thought Dolphins. Now where does Aaron Rodgers go? You know, I saw Devontae Adams tweeting about him coming to the Raiders. There is a piece off the table, and there were some people who were thinking like, oh, Tom Brady's retiring because those three teams I just mentioned don't want him. I don't know. I feel like the Niners, Jimmy Garoppolo, Kyle Shanahan said Jimmy Garoppolo is not coming back. They're into like the abyss of Trey Lance and a torn UCL of Brock Purdy.
Maybe Jimmy's not coming back because Kyle knows that Tom Brady's going to be there, and he doesn't like having Jimmy Garoppolo around.
So what do you think? So you said 25% chance?
Yeah.
So he's just going to retire and unretire
I
every year?
think until there's 5 games played in the season.
There's a
he might come back,
25%
yeah.
chance. Okay. He'll probably, he will stay in shape. It would be funny if Tom Brady got super fat.
If
How
he just,
fucking awesome would that be?
if he gave up the entire TB12 lifestyle, started housing burgers and ice cream,
He is going to.
pizza.
I hope he does that and doesn't go more into the like plastic surgery.
Oh, he's
I
going
think
to.
he's gonna go
Hank,
more.
he's going to have a very weird retirement. He's going to be plastic surgery, dating like random chicks all the time, the TB12. Like he's going to do some weird shit.
Yeah, the way that Hank said that, you could tell that Hank knows.
Yeah, no, he's gonna be unrecognizable in 10 years.
There's nobody that's ever had just a touch of plastic surgery.
Yeah, because you get it,
It's like
and
a
then you're
little.
like, I gotta get some more to even out this side.
just have a little plastic surgery as a treat.
Billy,
I think he's end up playing pickleball.
okay,
I could just see him doing that
Yeah, retired people love that sport.
in that
yeah.
new pickleball league.
Yeah.
Because isn't he invested in it?
Billy's calling a
all
shot.
All right, there we go,
Yeah.
Billy.
Just
What,
feel it.
what if he decides to host Jeopardy just to piss off Aaron Rodgers?
That would
Be like,
be
I'm
funny.
better than you at this.
That would be very funny.
If you're a Jets fan, I know you're probably happy today, right? Because Tom Brady's he's done tormenting you. He'll never be around to hurt you again. But Billy, as a Jets fan, would you have wanted Tom Brady to play on the Jets?
Yeah.
Yeah, why
Yeah?
wouldn't you?
Because honestly, growing up watching him so much as a quarterback, at one time I used to study him, and I'd get so mad when he'd win, but it was just awe-inspiring to see the meticulous devotion to his craft, his like mechanics. Like if you were playing quarterback and not watching Tom Brady and how he prepared, how he played,
Yeah.
how he made checks at the line, how he held himself, then you weren't like.
He also
honing
has
your
he
craft.
also has 3 times the amount of wins, playoff wins, as the Jets franchise.
Right. I
He had
think
a
that
30
if you're a
and 7
Jets
record
fan,
against the Jets and a 90 and 22 record against the AFC East.
oh
Yeah.
God,
Career.
yeah. If you're a Jets fan, you probably fall into one of two camps. One, a logical Jets fan that will say Tom Brady is, even if he's 45 years old, is the best quarterback that we've had. Probably ever.
Yeah, ever.
Probably ever.
Yeah.
And then there's the illogical Jets fans who I love, who would be like, fuck that guy, I hate him. He's made my life hell for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Get him out of my face.
Yeah. I mean, his whole career is insane. That's why I was saying, like, Mahomes is awesome, but what it will take for anyone to get 7 Super Bowls is just insane.
Yeah.
The dedication, the longevity, the teams turning over, that's the part. Like, if you're, and I'm not saying Mahomes can't do it, but if Mahomes were to do it, that whole team has to turn over like 3 times.
Yeah.
He's going to have guys like Travis Kelce would be retired for 10 years by the time that Mahomes is chasing it.
And the trick with Tom Brady, one of the reasons he was able to do it was because Giselle was making more money than he was. So he was able to, at times, take less money. He was, for a couple points, he was the highest paid quarterback in the NFL, but there were a lot of years where they restructured and he put off payments because he could afford to do that.
Right.
Patrick Mahomes, I don't know if the TikTok money coming in is good enough from Jackson to support him and his family, but that's going to be tough to manage when you're making like $500 million over the course of your contract.
What Joe Burrow's due for a big contract. We'll see what he does.
Does he owe us any money? Does he owe us 10%?
I think he does. I think he should probably just wet the beak a little bit.
Or a shopping spree?
Yeah.
We still need that.
All right, other things. So we're getting ready for the Super Bowl. We're going to be in Arizona all week. Sunday's show will be taped from Arizona. The only other thing I had, because we did all of our Super Bowl storylines from on Wednesday's show, we did miss. Everyone corrected us. We knew we were going to fuck it up. Dick Vermeil. Dick Vermeil is the quintessential. Took a long time off, came back and won a Super Bowl with the Rams. Bill Parcells was the other one.
Parcells was pretty good. I think we mentioned him. Bruce Arians. You could also say he stepped away, came back, won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, so I mean, that was one that we knew that we just were fucking it up in the moment.
Yes.
But that's the beauty of the show. We say a lot of dumb shit. Speaking of dumb shit being said, I got a question. What the hell's going on with the Cowboys? So, have you guys seen the quotes that are coming out of the Cowboys recently?
I've not.
Jerry Jones, I think it was like 3 or 4 days ago, said he wants Mike McCarthy to coach the Cowboys as long as Tom Landry. Tom Landry coached the Cowboys for 28 years. Stephen Jones today said he wants Dak to be their quarterback for the next 10 years. I don't know what the Cowboys, it feels like.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It feels like everyone's about to get fired because why else would you talk like this?
It sounds like Jerry's doing the thing. Sometimes old people do this where they're layering a statement inside their other statement.
Yeah.
By saying, I want him to coach for as long as Tom Landry, implying that he wants him to be as successful as Tom Landry,
right,
which would mean that he would then be the coach for that long. Also, if you know anything about Jerry Jones and the way that he treated Tom Landry, that's not exactly a great sign for Mike McCarthy.
Well, he's got 26 years until that happens.
But Jerry Jones, locked him out of the building.
Yeah.
He took his key card.
A legend, yeah.
The legend of the organization lost a whole bunch of Cowboys fans until he started winning again. Like, saying, I want him to be my Tom Landry, that's not necessarily a good omen for Big Mike.
Yes. But it is weird stuff coming out of Cowboys camp. I just, those two statements together, I was like, huh?
Yeah.
That's a little weird.
I got one thing I just want to bring up real quick because I've been thinking about what I'm going to do for the Super Bowl. You've got your massive future, right?
Yep.
I don't know what Hank's going to do.
Hank's
but
probably going to try to double down on the Cowboys.
Probably. I had an epiphany.
Prop hunting.
I had an epiphany this morning.
Yeah.
I need to be a good friend.
Okay.
Would a good friend root against his buddy to lose $200,000?
No.
I think
you're a good friend. Hank would.
I think it's impossible for me to, in good conscience, root against you when you have that much money on the line.
I appreciate that.
So I've decided I'm gonna. What was your bet that your initial future?
It's 8,500 to win 192,000.
I'll put 8,500 on the Eagles.
Ooh.
I'll put 8,500 on the Eagles.
I won't hedge.
So that's the other thing. If you hedge,
it's a mistake.
You're a mistake.
Big Cat, if you decide to hedge, I'm gonna then put 17,000 on the Chiefs.
Okay, that's fair. No, I'm not gonna hedge.
Okay, so I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna put 8,500. Not your stakes, but
I like my team. I like the team. My team is on the floor.
As far as I'm concerned, on this podcast, we have to have each other's back.
Yes.
Football is family.
Well, you and I have
football is family. No, everyone. Listen. I'll be the crunchy granola mom of the family. I've got enough nipples for everybody. Come in, have a suck if you want to. We'll all feast together. We can ride.
It's just it'll be the energy will be top notch, and Hank will just be sitting there rooting for the Gatorade bath and rooting against us.
But the second you hedge.
No, I'm not going to hedge.
Okay.
I'm not going to hedge.
Okay.
I'm not going to hedge. I might live hedge, and I'll be sitting next to you, so I'll tell you if that happens. But I'm not going to hedge. Like, if the Eagles go up big in the first quarter, then I might be like, all right, now it's worth a little bit, but no pregame hedge.
There we go. Friend up.
None. Thank you. PFT. Hank,
Hashtag good friends.
would you like to wear maybe a Jalen Hurts jersey on the stream?
Definitely not going to do that, but I'm also not going to bet on the Chiefs.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just going to I'm going to go prop hunting.
We all
and
go down
big.
together. We all go down together.
Here's what's going to happen. Hank's not going to bet on the Chiefs, but he's going to have a look of contentment on his face when the Chiefs start scoring touchdowns.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, I'm not betting on the Chiefs. I'm just gonna go prop hunting. I have Patrick Mahomes over 400 yards, Patrick Mahomes over 3.5 touchdowns, Travis Kelce 2 touchdowns. It's gonna be just Eagles team total under 10, alternate team total under. Like he's just gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna bet on the Chiefs, but I'm gonna bet on the Empire State Building to be lit up in red and white after midnight tonight.
No, again, like I love you guys. You guys always are trying to be divisive and turn everyone against me. But
I love you too, Hank.
I hope you win your future, Big Cat.
Thank you.
That's all I'm going to say about the Eagles.
I appreciate it. All right, so before we do our interviews, we had 2 great interviews: Josh Duhamel and Corey Kispert.
Hottest guy that's ever been on the couch.
Yeah, Corey's
Kispert?
pretty
Yeah,
good looking.
Agreed. Were you here for that? He is hot.
I wasn't here.
He's a very good looking man.
Yeah. He is very good looking.
And we gave him some advice during the interview. And looking at his recent stat line, it looks like he's actually been following.
He's been following the advice.
We know ball.
Yeah. I have the Roback question for you, Hank. Roback. Promo code TAKE. 20% off your first purchase. RHOBACK.com. Promo code TAKE. Performance joggers, shirts, everything. Hank, we're going to Arizona.
I'm wearing Roback.
Wearing it right now. Great for golf. How many rounds of golf are you going to be golfing in Arizona?
During Super Bowl week when we're working, 0.
What about after?
I'm taking the week off after Super Bowl week, a little PTO if that's allowed, if you guys approve it.
No, it is, yeah.
And I'm probably going to play
Pending.
what's 72 plus 18? 90?
90 rounds.
90 holes.
Holes of golf.
That was good mental math.
Yeah. So
I'm
any
impressed.
days that you're doing 36?
We're still going through the plans with the boys. I got, I have a friend that lives out there. A couple of my other friends are coming out. It's a little boys golf trip. Probably going to do 36 on Tuesday.
Oh,
okay.
When we tape the show for Wednesday. We will have, so after the Super Bowl week, we have, obviously, Monday's show will be live from Arizona after the Super Bowl. We'll have a show on Wednesday, and then we have Dungeons and Dragons coming on that Friday.
Well, if, that's obviously if you guys approve the PTO. If you say, no, I have to work Tuesday,
Yeah.
I obviously will.
I like having you on this show.
I've decided to take your PTO request under consideration,
Okay.
and so we're gonna
It's
have
just-
the boys in HR take a look at it and just make sure you've dotted all your I's, crossed your T's.
It just feels like 36 holes is a lot of holes. Are you in shape? Super Bowl abs are here, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Let's see them.
No, don't defile me.
Oh, okay.
Objectify me.
Super Bowl's 10 days away.
That's true.
Crash
Still got
diet.
10 days to get the abs going. Listen, I told Prisco I was going to get abs. Unfortunately, they have not shown up yet.
Look, listen, Big Cat. You're like you're spending all your free time with your kids. I don't chirp you for that. Just because I don't have kids, I like to spend my free time playing golf. I don't know what's wrong with that.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're right. Free time.
Like 2 kids is a lot, is it
right.
not?
Yeah. So Tuesday, you're going to play 36 holes.
If you guys approve.
I approve.
I have not yet approved yet.
We got to both turn the key.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll let you know after the Super Bowl. Yeah, because if the Chiefs win, you're working on Tuesday. That's a fact. That's a fact.
All right.
Tuesday you're working.
the
If the Chiefs win, you're flying back to New York just for Tuesday's show. If the Eagles win,
wait,
you can get a month off.
If the Chiefs win, what if Hank just did the podcast himself?
Oh,
Hank Tuesday?
I don't think that's good for anyone.
Hank, wait, Billy's about to say Hank and me.
Yeah, I'm down.
yeah.
I would like to hear Hank do a 2-hour solo podcast. Hank's Corner.
Yeah. Okay. So it's set. We'll find out. We will be in Arizona though on Sunday. And it's gonna be an awesome week. It's gonna be great. We're gonna get we have some pretty big interviews lined up. Some pretty big guests. We also have an awesome interview coming Monday that we've already taped. Little teaser.
Live, if people like the bowling stream, we're doing live mini golf on Wednesday. Too.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
Jake, how you feeling after the bowling stream?
So far so good. Get to my Fyre Fest.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Max, you okay?
I was watching back. Oh, sorry.
Feel great.
Also, shout out to everyone who watched. The numbers were awesome.
Insane.
Yeah, like almost 500,000 people.
Insane.
I was watching back and skimming through, and Jake in the very beginning, when his ball wasn't spitting back to him, they came over and like opened up the thing, and Jake saw the inside, and he was like, genuinely like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. He's like, wow, guys, did you see this?
It is cool.
It is.
It was so funny.
It was
mean,
fun. We're definitely going to next year's punishment. We realized, and this is a testament to the AWLs, like a lot of people were just like, hey, I had it on in the background. It was cool to hang out with you guys all day. So we'll make sure that whatever the punishment is next year is something similar that people can just hang out with us all day.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And if you missed it, PMTV, YouTube, we're going to put a full recap out, I think, later today because we need a couple extra time to edit.
Okay.
There's a lot of
couple
footage.
holes in there. Golf holes.
No. I'm locked in. Super Bowl week.
But the second that game's over.
What if I want to play golf Super Bowl week with you?
I would be like, we have no time. We're
Okay, but
busy
what if I
working.
said
Maybe the
fuck it.
weekend.
You know what? This fucking job, screw it. Let's play some golf, Hank.
I would help you set that up.
Okay. All right. Maybe we'll play some
All
golf.
of my clubs out there.
I'm going to be
Going
busy
straight to
working,
Florida
so I'm not going to
afterwards.
be able to do it, Hank. But
Yeah.
best of luck to you.
Mini golf Wednesday.
Yeah, mini golf Wednesday. All right.
Yeah, listen, if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life.
That's facts.
That's how I feel.
That's facts. Okay, let's get to our interviews. Before we get to the interview with Josh Duhamel, it's brought to you by our friends at BetterHelp. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. When you're at your best, you can do great things, but sometimes life gets you bogged down and you may feel overwhelmed or like you're not showing up in the way that you want to. Working with a therapist can help you get closer to the best version of you because when you feel empowered, you're more prepared to take on everything life throws at you. If you're thinking of giving a therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option. Make sure you're taking care of your mentals this year, guys. It's convenient, flexible, affordable, and entirely online. So you just fill out a brief questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist, and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. This is the important part. Listen, there's been a stigma around mental health. I think we're kind of erasing that. Guys, girls, everyone out there listening, if you're feeling like you need to talk to someone, even if you don't feel like you're down, it's always good to talk to someone different outside of your circle, maybe get some things off your chest, hear what a therapist has to say, and BetterHelp can do it with you. You don't have to leave your home. You can just sign up and do it online. So if you want to live a more empowered life, therapy can get you there. Visit BetterHelp.com/PMT today. Get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/PMT, BetterHelp.com/PMT, 10% off your first month. Let's take care of our mentals this year and go check them out, BetterHelp.com/PMT. Okay, here he is, Josh Duhamel. Okay, we now welcome on a very special guest. It is Josh Duhamel. He's got a new movie out. It's called Shotgun Wedding. It's on Prime Video. Go check it out now. Thank you for joining us in studio. We have a couple issues we got to get to. So we're going to get to the Vikings thing. Shotgun Wedding. Let's talk about it. I took A-Rod's side in the breakup with J-Lo. Okay. So I don't know where you want to go from here, but I am a former intern at the Corp, A-Rod's company. I'm a ride or die A-Rod guy, so this might not work out. Me and you.
Well, listen, I was there when it was going south.
Oh no,
we were shooting this when it was.
Gonna break my heart.
I mean, I don't know it well enough. I didn't ask her too much about it.
Yeah.
But listen, yeah, he's an amazing baseball player. I don't know what he's like.
Okay, that's good. That's respect.
I don't know what he's
respect.
like in the sack.
Yeah, that's respect.
Maybe, I don't know if that's
good.
what this is about.
I don't know. We don't know. You know, people break up for all different types of reasons, but as long as you respect them, we can move forward, me and you.
I can respect. Of course I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe he was too good in the sack.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Probably.
Sure away.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Carried a big bat.
Yeah, look at him. He's built like a
Everyone
god.
can handle that libido.
Yeah.
Some wild bucks are just meant to roam free. You know?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
So wait,
it
so
goes.
did you this movie, Shotgun Wedding, go check it out on Prime Video. Did you like getting into is it hard to play a fake relationship with someone like J-Lo who's super famous, like star, everyone knows J-Lo, and getting into that like we need to make it seem like we're intimately know each other.
Well, that was the main thing for me when we first. I don't know. You may or may not know the circumstances surrounding me getting this job. I'm not even sure I'm supposed to talk about it, but
Wait, which job?
this one.
Like Shotgun Wedding or acting in general?
Shotgun
okay.
Wedding, yeah.
What are the circumstances?
Nah.
We'll cut it. Don't worry. We'll cut it.
It's the whole Army Hammer thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's wild.
Well, credit to Josh Duhamel. He doesn't eat people.
Was that was that weird for you? Like when Army Hammer,
Oh God, I knew it. I shouldn't even have brought it up.
when the report came out and they're like, well, we can't have a cannibal on set. Were you like, you know what? I feel like I'm the non-cannibal version of Army Hammer.
You're the best out there.
Did,
the next
did your
man up.
agent?
I was pissed off they didn't come to me first.
Yeah.
Your agent should market you as being like, Josh Duhamel has never eaten a person.
Never even thought about it.
I'm definitely more age appropriate.
Yes. That's what, you know what, though? I like you, Josh, because you did the thing that I love whenever guests sit down. They're like, I don't know if I should talk about it. And they just went and said it.
Yeah.
They're like, yes.
I mean, listen,
Yeah, it happened. We can't, it happened.
It happened. Who knows what the real story is behind it all?
Yeah.
But, you know. But
So you get the job,
To answer your question, when I met with them, they said they like me for this role. They want to get on a Zoom with the director, with J-Lo. And I read the script, liked the script. And so I sat with her over Zoom and I said, exactly what you just said is that if the audience doesn't buy us as a couple, it'll never work.
Right.
So you need to trust me and I need to trust you. And let's just focus on let's just be like, start there. And then all the craziness can ensue from that.
Yeah.
How do you do that with somebody that you're playing a character who's madly in love with your co-lead? Do you get to know each other before you start shooting? Do you hang out together? Do you experience things together to start developing that chemistry? Or is it just like, we're going to put you in a room?
Well,
go for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always so easy. Some girls are much easier to get to than others, and she's real down to earth. She really is Jenny from the block in a lot of ways. She's still that big superstar, but you know, when you get down to it, she's very accessible. She's easy to communicate with. It never felt like I was trying to get through all that other stuff. It was very easy on the set, and that's why I love the girl. I love the girl for that. She is who she is, but she's also still, able to be a normal person.
Yeah. So you've had a long career. You've been doing it for a long time. Is there a moment where you're like, look back and say, wow, because actors, it's not,
No.
there's some guys who, will be a flash in the pan or you'll see him and then you never hear from them again. What is it about you that has that longevity?
I don't know, man. I feel like I'm still trying to claw my way.
Really?
In a lot of ways, yeah. It's and I don't think I ever really believed I belonged in the business for so long, so I had to work a little bit harder. I remember my first time on All My Children here in New York back in '99, my very first job. I was fucking terrified because I knew that I stepped on. I remember getting on camera on the stage and the camera's rolling, and all I could think about was, oh my God, everybody back home is watching this. I'm on TV right now, and everybody knows that I'm not an actor. I'm just fooling everyone. They're gonna think I'm a fraud. And I felt like that for years, and I think that I just had to work my way through it. So I had to just bust my ass, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, because everyone thinks of acting as, like the glitz and the glamour, but, you guys work very hard and to have that longevity, to be in all these shows, movies, everything.
Yeah, and I really do like the process. I'm not in it for the fame. I mean, it's nice, but it's truly for me, it's the process of making it that I think that I'm able to kind of exercise a lot of demons, because in this business, it's easy to answer your question. There's a lot of pitfalls and traps that you can fall into, which I've been very close to falling into many times, that can derail your career quickly.
Mm-hmm. Cannibalism.
Yeah.
Cannibalism is one of them.
Yeah.
Big no-no.
Yeah.
Good on you for skipping that one.
It's not looked lightly on in the
Yeah.
business.
No.
It's frowned upon.
Is there any particular role or type of role that you want to get into, that you want to try your hand at in the future? Maybe some other demon you want to exercise, or some type of character that you haven't gotten to play yet?
I never really know until I read it, to be honest. I've been able to do a lot of different things. And the truth is, when we're talking about, like, this is almost therapeutic for me in some ways. Like, for me, when I first started doing it, I was terrified. I didn't know if I could do it or if I belonged here. But the more I worked on things, and when I had to go to the darkest places in some of these parts that I played, I found it to be like cathartic in a weird way. Because you got to go to these places you would never otherwise look at. The shadows of your personality, rather than just like the cute little happy parts of it.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is what I in a lot of ways, it's a way to sort of experience things that I never would have otherwise done.
Yeah.
I'm hearing the Joker. I'm hearing
The
you like
Joker
to
would
beat
be
the
great.
Joker.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's probably not going to happen, but
Yeah.
How far into the depths and shadows did you have to go for Win a Date with Tad Hamilton?
not very deep. But that character was dealing with some stuff.
You should have gotten Kate Bosworth, not Topher Grace.
Really?
Yeah. He was an asshole.
Maybe,
Agreed?
Maybe not in the long run.
No.
I think she made the right choice for the long run.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't ever want to trust a movie star, man.
I don't know. All right, so we got to talk about the Vikings.
Okay.
Um,
Yes, sir.
do you want to apologize to us because we were right about the Vikings all year long, and Vikings fans were always coming at us being like, "Oh, we're 13-4, like we're really good." And like, no, nah, We actually were going to get a tattoo of Kirk Cousins on our asses if the Vikings won a Super Bowl,
Really?
because we were that convinced that the Vikings
Really?
were not
That is
Super
impressive.
Bowl, caliber team.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you're probably right, especially now in retrospect, because they were. I'll put it this way: they made big strides. We won games we typically lose this year.
Yep.
They're usually a team that blows the lead rather than comes back in the end and wins it. That's just kind of their MO. So I think Kevin O'Connell did a great job sort of getting these guys to believe. The problem is that, and I would even say Kirk Cousins had a good year.
Yeah, he did.
I have
He did.
I have been
He did.
down on him his whole, like I've talked a lot of shit about Kirk Cousins
We have
over
too.
the years.
Yep.
But I got to say the guy played pretty well.
Yeah.
The problem is he's like Dak. He's got a cap, and he's never going to take you all the way.
Yeah.
He's going to do something stupid in the end.
Yep.
He's gonna check down.
Yep.
When you got to go,
So
when you're on
funny.
4th and 9 or whatever they were.
You're doing our episode
So
from
funny.
3 months ago.
Yeah,
Dude,
this
it's
is
like
great.
it's like you got to know the situation, and he always seems to make those little mistakes, even though he had a great year.
Yeah, no,
And
the
he did.
defense failed
He's
you.
a
Yeah.
stat stuffer, and then there's the defense,
Whew.
and the Vikings defense is usually solid,
Mm-hmm.
like really good. But for whatever reason, this year they just were not. And we have the players. They got rid of the DC, so we'll see who they bring in.
I will say something nice about Kirk Cousins, and I have not admitted this on this show before. I think that Kirk Cousins can win a Super Bowl.
You do?
He needs
As a
to.
backup.
He needs to have.
Oh, is it backup?
He needs.
Backing up Patrick
He
Mahomes.
need, yeah, I was going to say he needs to have Josh Allen make his way over to Minnesota. And then-
Yeah.
No, I think that he could if he had a great defense. If he had a great defense, he could win the most
Yeah.
boring Super Bowl of all time.
Yeah.
He's not going to go out there and like beat somebody in a shootout on his own.
No.
That's not how I see Kirk Cousins operating in the playoffs, because he doesn't really take chances. You said it.
Yeah.
Like he'll check down. He's a very good quarterback, very nice guy.
Yeah.
But I think if everything was perfect around him, including like an all-world defense,
Yeah.
then he could win a Super
Yeah, they have the weapons on offense for sure. Yeah, and I think that if we get that same defense we usually have, there's I mean, listen, anybody can win this thing with the right ingredients. It just helps when you got a quarterback that makes big plays
And it
in
also
big situations.
helps when the biggest problem is that he gets a lot of money. Kirk Cousins gets paid a lot of money.
I
So-
wish he was as good as his agent, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Right?
think he's first team all money earner in NFL history. He's maximum. He plays the game the perfect way to get paid a shitload of money. But then on the other hand, he gets all that money, and now you can't really go out and spend
No.
big on multiple defensive players.
No, and yeah, I think that he. I don't know. I just feel like he's. What was I going to say?
You were a quarterback, right?
I was.
How do you analyze Kirk Cousins' game as a quarterback?
Well, listen, I'm nowhere near as good as he was. Obviously,
we don't know that.
We don't know that.
We don't know
Okay,
that.
pop quiz. It's 4th and 8, and you have Justin Jefferson running downfield. You also have a tight end that's at the line of scrimmage who's about to get tackled for a 2-yard
Yeah.
gain. It's the make or break play on your season. Who do you pass the ball to?
Well, you're going to throw it to Justin Jefferson all day.
You're pretty
That's
good
You're
my
better
prob-
than him.
That's
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
problem. My
passed the
problem
test.
is that he's got the skill, he's got the talent, he makes the throws, he can make all the throws. It's just things like that. It's like, dude, and who am I? He did have a guy in his face. He needed to get rid of it, but you still got to throw it at least to where the guy's got a chance to catch it.
You
for a
would have
first
made
down.
that throw. I'm pretty confident you would have made that throw.
I don't know, man.
You would have sidestepped, sidearm, sling it, touchdown.
Who do you think's the best quarterback in the league right now?
It's Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even think it's a debate.
Or Joe Burrow?
I don't think Joe Burrow's up there now.
Joe,
But
I mean,
Patrick
Joe,
Mahomes,
Joe owns
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes.
he does. But Patrick Mahomes
That's
is
the
special.
thing is, well, he's special, but I mean, there's that. What would you rather have? The guy who can make all the crazy plays, or the guy who's able to elevate, like a Brady, who can elevate the players around him and win championships?
I think Mahomes could do both.
I think he can too.
Yeah. I mean, I just
But Burrow's pretty impressive.
no. Burrow's incredible,
Yeah.
and maybe it's like one of those things where
Not as
kind of like
flashy.
a Brady Manning, where Mahomes won a Super Bowl early enough in his career that he's not going to have that Manning, that stretch where it's like, can he win the big one? But there was a time period where Manning would have the regular season, and then Brady would have the postseason. So maybe there's something there where it's like Mahomes will put up the numbers and Burrow might win the titles. I don't know.
Yeah,
That'd be interesting.
it's interesting, and it's hard to find those quarterbacks. There's nothing flashy about his game, really, but he just seems to make the
I know.
plays.
It is hard to
Yeah.
find those
Crazy.
quarterbacks.
He just seems like with Mahomes, he runs around a lot and he makes incredible plays that you don't see anybody else make. With Joe, he just kind of never gets to the point where he has to.
Yeah.
He never looks like his hair's on fire.
No.
He always looks like
unflappable.
He like every single step, every move that he makes.
Yeah.
It's like he was planning on doing that before the play even started.
So, what type of Vikings fan are you? Are you doom and gloom, like every year it's going to be the same, or you're like,
No, I believe we
You
are.
believe this
I
year?
believe. I always believe it's our year, and this year I think we were inching. I thought that Zimmer took us. He left the team better than where he found it,
yeah,
and I think KOC is now taking it to another level. Now we just got to figure out how to figure that defense.
So were you like this year? You were like, yeah, we're 13-4, we're good.
Yeah, but we got our asses kicked too many times
Yeah.
to really trust it. I didn't trust them, but I knew that if things came together at the right time, we had a chance.
It is funny because I think the Vikings, weirdly, if they had lost maybe one or two more games, they would have been talked about differently. Where it's like, oh, you know what? They're building the right thing. They're going in the right direction, because I do believe that they have a ton of talent. It's just that when you go 13-4, everyone expects like you're one of the best teams in the league, and it's like we all kind of knew that they weren't. So in a weird way, if they had gone 10-7, the season would have been looked at differently.
Yeah.
I mean, like, hey, step in the right direction. Still got some things to work
Yeah.
on. No one expected him to win it all.
Right.
But when you get to the 13-14 wins, everyone starts putting pressure on you.
Right. It's hard to beat 13 wins with the worst defense in the league.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
they
it
were
is.
the lowest, like 32.
Oh wow!
weren't they?
Should Kirk Cousins be the MVP?
This might be his best year.
That's
ever,
a good.
yeah.
That's a good
I don't
argument.
know. I just don't know what happened there on that defense. I think what was it? Their scheme?
Yeah, I don't know.
Just
They were just bad. They made Daniel Jones look incredible. They made Daniel Jones a lot of money.
And the Eagles.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a good example of what
Right.
a good defense can do.
Right. Exactly.
The good news for the Vikings, you didn't lose in heartbreaking fashion, in truly like classic heartbreaking fashion.
Like we usually do.
There was no Blair Walsh.
No.
Yeah.
And I mean, this fucking team. I can swear here. Right?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can say
Shit,
whatever you want.
shit,
fuck,
fuck,
motherfucker.
fuck.
This
shit.
team
Bitch.
every year finds a new way to break your heart.
Yeah.
This year didn't feel like it. I think we all kind of, like you said, knew that unless things really came together perfectly, we weren't gonna. We're not. I think the four best teams are in there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Niners, Eagles, Bills, Bengals.
Chiefs,
Chiefs, Bengals.
Yeah.
Chiefs,
I mean,
Bengals.
the win that you had against the Bills, that might have been your Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
That was an awesome game. That was the type of game where if you're not a Vikings fan, you wish that maybe you temporarily could have been a Vikings fan for that one weekend.
Yeah, that was a good one. And then the Colts game. Remember that comeback game?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was an exciting year.
Yeah. 33-0.
But we should have never been down 33-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also
Good
true.
point. You let Jeff Saturday's offense put up 30. Well, no, there was some like defense and special team
Yeah.
stuff that happened that game too. But yeah, what a great second half that was.
Yeah.
Do you hate Aaron Rodgers as much as I do? We can find common ground there.
As a Packer, but I mean, I know him and he's a good dude. But
Wrong
I was
answer.
not upset to see him. I was hoping they weren't going to make the playoffs just because I didn't think they deserved to be there. He had his worst year I've seen him play.
Yeah.
But he's so good.
Yeah.
He's a hell of a quarterback.
Yeah. Football. Like being a human being, no.
Really?
Yeah.
You know him?
No. I mean, we've interviewed him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't my
Really?
wasn't my cup of tea.
What are you going to say about
Yeah.
me when I leave here?
Oh, we're gonna trash you.
Yeah, well,
Like this guy took J-Lo's side in the breakup? It's bullshit.
the easiest way to get into Big Cat's heart is to just be like, fuck Aaron
yeah, you
Rodgers.
could have. Yeah.
He belongs,
Fuck Aaron
just-
Rodgers.
There we
he belongs
go.
in prison.
You
Well,
and me, Josh, we
does
like
this
each
help?
other.
When they lost that game to the Lions at the end of the season, I said, I tweeted or I instant storied whatever it was. I said, "Hey Aaron, now you can RELAX."
Oh, all right.
there you
Yes,
go.
that's big.
You know,
That's some
Now you
classic
and I-
smack
I'm
talk.
Yeah.
gonna have
Yes.
to see him at Pebble Beach next week or a week
Okay.
or two.
Tell him I say
You'll
hello.
play golf with
I
him?
will. I'll
Yeah,
say big cat
yeah.
sis.
I'll
Fuck
say
you.
hello. Yeah, fuck you. No, that's exactly what I would say. Yeah. I heard a little birdie told me a story that this would make our relationship even stronger.
Okay.
Your ex-wife Fergie, you were in Italy filming something, and she would come and bring tins of dip for you.
She would.
That's a
She
guy's
would.
guy.
I like
She
that.
would.
Holy shit,
She
that's a
would.
guy's guy.
You know, when you're in a where was that? Italy or was it?
I don't know.
Brazil? I
You tell me.
forget.
It's your life.
I do remember bringing she had this giant duffel bag and there was like 30 cans of Copenhagen. in there.
That's awesome.
I was like, wow.
I love that.
I love that. That's true love. Yeah.
Thank you for supporting this terrible habit.
Yes. I just heard that story and I was like, I fucking love Josh Duhamel.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
Did she bring that from the United States or
Yeah.
did she buy it over there?
Yeah.
No, from the U.S. because they didn't sell it there.
Yeah, it's like you're in prison. She's like,
So
what
food
is my
costs.
what
Yeah.
does he need?
It was like
He
a
needs Coke.
conjugal visit.
Yeah.
I did that. I was visiting my friend in Qatar for the World Cup, and he asked me at the last minute, "Hey, can you bring a bunch of Zin for me?" And so I packed a whole bunch of Zin in my backpack. And then I got there, and I got to the apartment they were staying at, and then they showed me like online. It's like one of the most illegal things that you can do in Qatar is
Yeah,
to
you don't
smuggle
want
Zin
to
in.
do that kind of stuff.
But
yeah.
I didn't know any better,
Yeah.
so I wasn't like nervous. I wasn't
Yeah.
sweating it out going through customs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you get your Coke there?
In the Zin packets.
Oh, I see.
The little thing on top.
No, you look for the fastest camel, and then you go up to it, and you know that there's something wedged up his ass.
Where are we at with Draymond Green? Still hate him?
Oh, Draymond.
Fade on sight? We'll defend you. So for people who don't know when you were married, it actually was after you guys had already broken up.
we'd already been divorced.
Yeah, and Fergie did the national anthem, and Draymond Green laughed, and you came at him, which that's a fucking respectable move.
I was like, I don't know, man. I mean, he's a hell of a player, but I don't know. He just feels like
It was a low class move by him.
I don't know.
All right,
I mean, listen, it wasn't her best work,
yeah, but that's okay.
but I've seen her crush this. That's why I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
She's crushed the national anthem.
you're right.
But I don't know. And, I probably was not a good move for me to go after the Golden State Warriors. I'm never going to win that.
Yeah,
I'm never going to win that.
But
they,
we should
they
just-
got me good.
Listen,
I took a hard L on that one.
it's with Shannon Sharp and going after the Grizzlies, like we should just be like, hey Draymond, if you see any of us in the street, it's hands for on
Yeah,
Josh's
but he's
behalf.
Draymond. He's pretty big, man. I think
Oh yeah,
he-
no, we get our ass
he'd probably
kicked.
kick my ass.
Yeah, no,
too.
for sure
So
kick our ass.
I just can't win this one.
I
We
think
go
you-
down honorably.
You could take Clay out.
You could take him?
Yeah.
Oh, Max definitely could take him. He's a Philly scumbag.
It's light work.
Yeah, I
Fuck
got
him
him.
up.
I got him for sure.
You could take Clay or Steph. I feel like you've got them. You're a football player. They're a basketball player.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Draymond would be done.
Yeah, I like that move though, to have her back. Like
I do have her. I mean, she's I love Ferg. We still have a great relationship. She's the mother of my kid. I just felt like you don't need to do that.
Right.
She's already getting enough.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
it was a respectable move.
Thank you.
I got an acting question for you. I've asked this to a bunch of different people that have come in on this show about dying on screen. Have you ever died in a movie?
Oh yeah.
What's it like?
I had a brutal death in it was a series on Hulu with James Franco called 11/22/63, and I got strangled to death by him, I believe, with this telephone cord, and it was just like, this is the worst character I've probably ever played, and yeah, I mean, if there's been a few of them, I think.
Yeah.
I would
But
have
that was the worst.
Do you just like stop breathing?
Yeah.
Keep your eyes open. I would want to blink.
Well,
My
it
eyes
was
would
like
get
it was
dry.
like it was like right the camera's like blood coming down.
See, I'd
Oh,
breathe.
how's that?
I would breathe.
Now,
I would
do you
fuck
believe
up
that?
and breathe. Yeah,
I bought
believe
it,
that.
yeah.
Do you believe that?
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. That was really cool. Is there like when you wake up in the morning, you look in the mirror, you're like, "Yep, got it."
Less and less, my man.
No, come on,
Dude,
you're aging well.
Fading fast.
No, you have to though. When you walk in a room, you're like, I know that everyone's looking at me, and they're like, "Oh, that guy's hot." I mean, I did it.
Well, yeah. When did you realize for
Yeah.
the first
I don't
time
know.
that you were hot?
Yeah. What was
Oh,
the first
Jesus.
moment?
You had a hot moment where you're like, "Wow, I guess this is what it's like."
Yeah, someone complimented you, like, "Yeah, I guess I am really hot."
This is good.
Second grade.
Second grade.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. No, but seriously, like You know it. You walk in a room, people look. This guy's
Listen,
hot.
man. It's helped me to a certain point, but it is fading fast.
No.
I mean, we're both getting gray.
Oh, I'm very
what I
gray.
mean?
I get roasted.
I
for
got
it.
some gray pubes now. It's all going south.
But the gray is distinguished. That's the thing. Is like, especially like, I feel like a lot of Instagram culture, TikTok culture is like, like daddies. You got the daddy energy.
Oh, hey, thank you.
Yeah.
It's the I keep my T levels high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the gray hair. It looks good.
Has it been a curse to be good looking?
How do I answer this without sounding like an asshole?
No, do it.
No,
Sound
you're
like an
hot. We've
asshole.
already
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
like,
we've already
no,
said we've
You're hot.
established
Dude,
you're
listen.
you're a smoke show.
Listen,
You're smoke
it is-
bro.
Listen, it's helped me get to a certain point.
Yeah.
But I also know that that's not gonna last. I'll use it for what and part of I've wanted to stay in this business based on what I can do, and so it helped me get in the door for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I also know that it's gonna go away real quick too, and I got to have something else to stand back on. So does that answer your question?
Yeah.
What was the question?
Is it a blessing and a curse?
What was the worst moment of
Well,
being
having to
that
answer
hot?
questions like this.
Yeah.
probably is-
Yeah.
About being hot?
curse.
No, I would love to. I don't get asked that nearly as much as I used
You are
to.
pretty hot though. That hair is.
Thank you. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Listen,
I'm trying to
I
grow a
hate.
mullet.
I hate it because I.
Oh!
Wow.
Wow. Now that's unfair.
What?
That's unfair.
What is?
Because you're growing a mullet, but you're hot, so like the mullet will look good.
Mullets
like,
are cool, aren't they?
yeah, but most mullet wearers are wearing it because it's like they're trying to distract people from what's going on in the face. You know what I mean? Like you don't see a lot of dudes that are really good looking with mullets, and you're just doing it for.
Dude.
You're appropriating mullet culture.
I had the best mullet in high school. My basketball photos, I've got this short, sort of spiky hair with a long ass mullet in the back.
Yeah.
That was the
sick.
look.
Old school
It
mullet.
was like hockey hair.
Before
Yeah.
it was ironic mullet. Before
Yeah.
it was
Oh, yeah.
like
Then it was-
a
yeah.
thing. It was legit.
Are you the most famous person from North Dakota?
I don't know.
I think you must be,
let's
right?
look
What
it up.
else? Who else in North Dakota?
I don't know.
Who
I
gets
mean,
slept on more, South or North?
North Dakota gets slept on.
You think so?
Oh God, yeah.
Is
I
it
feel like
better?
I always think of North Dakota, not
Really?
South. Yeah.
Well,
The bison.
the bison.
That's
the
really what
bison-
it is.
yes,
It's
the
that's all I
bison,
got. Yeah.
The bison.
Mount Rushmore, is South Dakota, right?
That's South Dakota.
Yeah.
We got UND hockey, which is really good.
Yep.
Carson Wentz.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
not.
that's-
That's no longer a
I-
good thing.
no, it
You
is.
should-
I'm
Carson
telling
Wentz
you.
from South Dakota, isn't
North
he?
Dakota,
No,
Bismarck.
I'm trying to help you here, Josh. Carson Wentz from South
No,
Dakota.
he's from North Dakota.
No, I'm trying to help you here, Josh.
Give me 9.
I
Kirk
still
Cousins.
believe in Carson Wentz.
No,
by
you
the way.
don't.
No, you don't.
Will.
No, Josh. No.
We'll give you conversion
want to
therapy.
sleep
you don't
on
want
him?
it.
No,
You don't
no.
want it.
The
Josh,
Colts made a big
no.
mistake
No,
letting him
no.
go.
No.
No.
What?
Oh, you
no.
think the Colts did a good job by bringing in Matt?
I think the Colts did the worst thing imaginable by making me root for him as a Commanders fan.
Yeah.
It was bad. You don't
For
want
Carson
it.
Wentz.
You don't want to root for Carson Wentz.
No,
It
do.
ruined.
I do.
It ruined
bad.
at least 2 months of my
You
year.
have to
I'm
just
telling you.
flush.
Wait, are you're
2000s.
a Commanders fan?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a Commanders
Oh.
fan, regrettably.
You have to flush 2017 out of your mind.
Yeah.
It's never coming back. I've
Telling
made this
you,
mistake
I watched
so
him
many times.
all the way through college.
Yep.
Yeah.
The guy, he lost some confidence.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you think in you're like somewhere in there that guy's still there.
Look what he did last year in Indianapolis. They had that team could have gone deep.
They
into the
lost
playoffs.
to the Jaguars in week 18.
It wasn't his fault. It wasn't all his fault.
It was a lot. His
you
pretty
don't
bad
you
in that
don't
game.
jump ship on somebody that quickly, and I think that they did. And I think that if they'd have stuck with him, they would have continued to play well this year.
But what happened this year, though? Did you watch it?
He got hurt right away.
Games?
Yeah, he started a little slow, 1 and 2.
after like a month.
But so did Joe Burrow. He was 1 and 3 to start the year.
Trust me. You don't.
It's like
you don't want.
Peyton
I'm trying to
Manning
help
threw
you.
35 interceptions his rookie year.
I'm trying to help you. You don't want it.
I do.
You
No.
don't.
I'll take him on the Vikings, man.
Oh, good.
no.
Here's how I would trade for Kirk. I would take Kirk Cousins back in a heartbeat.
Would
for
you?
Carson
You
Wentz.
you would keep you would
Oh,
you
yeah.
would you would rather have Kirk Cousins than Carson Wentz?
Oh my God, yeah.
Josh.
I
I'll
would
take Carson.
I would get a Kirk Cousins tattoo of his face on my face.
Josh, this is bad,
get him
man.
back.
It's a good thing you're so
What?
hot.
He's a Philly fan right here. What do
Yeah.
you think?
Oh, he's.
Oh,
no.
you guys are
No, Carson Wentz is absolutely trash.
Yeah.
really? Come on
Yeah.
now.
He's
No,
bad.
He's bad.
But you guys are getting
not- he's
outtaked
just-
on your own show right now,
Yeah,
which is hell of a thing to say.
He's getting.
I mean, this is a hell of a take. This is a great take.
Carson
Problem-
Wentz is
yeah.
so
The
good.
problem with Carson Wentz is like he will make you think like there is that little kernel of true Carson Wentz still inside of him.
Right.
And then he's just sad. It's very sad watching him play football.
Can I tell you what I think happened there?
Yeah.
He came off. He started off his career on fire. Got hurt.
Yep.
Was having an MVP type season.
That's a
Foles
fact.
comes in, wins it for him, finishes the job. The next year, I think they draft Jalen Hurts, right?
No, it was following year.
the following
So I think they stuck with Nick, or they had Nick Foles the backup again the next year.
And I think that he didn't have a great year or something. He was sort of like teetering. Then they draft Jalen Hurts, and I think Jalen Hurts, because he is such like a alpha, probably intimidated him a little bit, and knew that there was somebody sort of breathing down his neck. Didn't play well, which is on Carson.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're the guy, then this shouldn't worry you.
That's the one thing about him. I wish he had a little bit. He's not as much of an alpha as I'd like to see him be.
Yeah,
but he is a hell of a quarterback.
Oh man, this is.
But then,
so
but
bad.
then this year,
dude, this is
then
bad.
this year he gets hurt.
So then he gets
Heineke
hurt.
Gets in.
He gets hurt. No, then he gets traded to the Indianapolis.
Yep.
They win 10 games in a row or something. They were playing really good football and then fell apart the last 2 games of the season. Put it all on him, get rid of him. Then they bring in Matt Ryan, which was that's a lateral move at best.
Yeah,
I
but
agree
the
with
problem with your take is the whole basis of your take is built on the year that he was with the Colts and he wasn't able to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars, the worst team in football, to get to the playoffs.
It happens, but it's not only. It's not. Listen, it wasn't a great way to end the year.
No,
for
it was
sure.
not. No,
It wasn't. But you can't put all that on him.
a lot of it though.
I put it on the ownership for getting rid of him so quickly. Give him another shot. You
Okay.
paid him all that money.
But then he goes to DC and then he plays poorly.
Starts 1-2, gets hurt.
He gets hurt. Heineke steps in. The entire team plays better with Heineke at
True.
quarterback. Then they take Heineke out at the end, put Wentz back in, and he looks just as bad as ever. And then at this point, trust me, I'm just trying to protect you. You don't want this. You don't want Carson Wentz.
No,
to win.
yeah,
I was
you
about to
don't.
say that
If
I
you
wouldn't wish Carson Wentz on my worst enemy, but he is exactly what I would wish on my worst enemy.
Yeah.
I hope all my worst enemies have to watch a full season of football with Carson Wentz.
I still believe that he's got some good football on him.
No, if you can take one thing away from our time together, just try to quit this part of your life. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's bad. It's a bad. Again, thank God you're so hot because the Carson Wentz love is not good.
It's good to know that you're flawed
It's a
just
red-
like everybody
Yeah,
else.
it's a major red flag. Like if this was a date that we're on.
If this was like a date, you
Yeah.
would never see me again.
When you said Carson Wentz, I'd be like, I got to go to the bathroom. I would have gone out the back. Like, oh, we're done here.
Ladies, he's a 10, but he still believes in Carson Wentz.
It makes him a 0.
Oh my God.
Well, Josh, this has been awesome, man. Go check out the new movie, Shotgun Wedding, Prime Video, with J-Lo. And anytime you want to come back and talk some ball.
I would love to. This
Yeah.
is a lot of fun, you guys. Thank you.
Yeah. And Russell's going to get mad that you came on this show because we always cuck his guests. So,
Yeah,
have you hung out with him?
I have.
Yeah.
What's he like?
He's a great dude.
Yeah.
So I had him. He did a little bit for the opening of Buddy Games 2, where Dak Shepard's character dies, and we have all these. If I'd have known you guys, I would have asked you to do it too.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
But so all these various news outlets are reporting on the death of this up and coming actor, played by Durfee, Dak Shepard's character, who wasn't available for the second one. That's why we had to kill him. But anyway, he did a little spot for us on that.
What is it? So, is he as big as he looks on pictures?
He looks pretty jacked, doesn't he? I
Yeah,
don't know
but
if
he's not that big in person,
I
right?
saw him early days on ESPN.
Yeah.
We just stayed in touch since then.
He had
Yeah.
a great head of hair.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I just always wondered, he talks about lifting weights. He can't be that jacked in person.
I haven't seen him in person for a while.
Okay.
What was his contractor status on that movie? Because he's got a thing against taxes. I don't know if you withheld those or
What?
if it was just all paid to him.
What? He didn't make any money.
Oh,
He
yeah.
Oh,
didn't-
okay.
That's
Yeah,
good. That's
Pretty
good.
nice.
Yeah.
Well, he probably wrote it
It was
off
a
in
freebie.
taxes.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
asked a bunch of favors.
Yeah, that's usually. Well, next time you need
So
a
I
favor,
might be
we'll
coming
do it.
to you guys.
We're in.
Yeah,
We're in.
I'm in.
Okay.
We're in.
Also, Wiz Khalifa is from North Dakota.
He is.
Oh,
I didn't see that one coming.
all right.
Well, he's not from there. He was stationed. His parents were stationed at the Air Force Base in my hometown, Minot.
Oh,
wow.
He went to Memorial Junior High,
Okay, so there you go.
Yeah.
How
about
that's
that?
You and Wiz.
and then I think he left. He never went to high school there. I don't think.
and Carson Wentz from South Dakota.
North Dakota.
South Dakota.
Bismarck.
I'm helping
Real
you
far
out.
Went to Bismarck Century High School.
All right, Josh. Thanks so much, man.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Josh Duhamel was brought to you by Coors Light. Two of the most iconic beer brands are about to make history this year. Coors Light and Miller Lite are facing off for airtime in the big game after a 30-year absence, but the big mystery is who is going to win. We're Team Coors Light, obviously, here at Part of My Take, so we're rooting for them to show up. Mountain's got to be blue, but every detail of the ad is completely under wraps until the actual game. Coors Light's the most refreshing beer to drink while you're watching football. I don't know if you guys have had like a bucket of Coors Lights brought to your table recently while a football game's on. It is the God moment. It feels like heaven on earth. When they come over, they drop off that ice-cold bucket. You pull the first Coors Light out. The mountains are so blue, you think it's impossible for that color to exist in nature. It's so refreshing. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged. It's literally made to chill. It's as crisp and refreshing as the Colorado Rockies. Perfect for a moment to unwind. The big game hasn't been this refreshing in 30 years. Be sure to tune in to see which of these beer giants reigns supreme. Pick up your Coors Light to enjoy during the game. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door with Drizzly or Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/take. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. I don't know if there's a spread on this game between Coors Light and Miller Lite. I'm just going to say, if you pick the wrong team, you have to finish your beer. How's that sound? Coors Light,
I like it.
I'm on Coors Light. If Miller Lite wins, I'm going to finish my beer. It's a win-win situation. Check it out, CoorsLight.com/take. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. And Josh Duhamel is also brought to you by Movement. If you're missing that final piece to level up your life, Movement is your new favorite watch brand. Their small team of dreamers in Venice Beach, California have perfected sleek, original, ultra-clean watch design. And for Valentine's Day, they're going all in with a huge sale. You can give the most thoughtful, tried-and-true, lasting gift ever. That's a Movement watch. I've got about 3 Movement watches. I gave Movement watches to all my family a couple years ago for Christmas. They love them. They come in great boxes, too. They're elegant. They're precise. It's Japanese watch movements and industry-leading materials from complex ceramics to sophisticated automatics, solar-powered dials to upcycled ocean plastic cases. The epitome.
I've become a huge watch guy, by the way.
Have you?
Love
Thanks
it.
to Movement.
Yeah.
Shout out
I
Movement.
feel like it's a corporate thing I got to adopt, and Movement's helping me do that.
Yeah, Movement has great watches for any occasion. You can wear them to work. You can wear them on the golf course. Probably mostly, you probably wear it more on the golf course, just by the hour, than you do to work. Movement watch is the best watch to check while you're on the course to see if you need to be back at work yet. How about that?
Sure.
Love Movement watches, and you've got to hook up with our friends at Movement. Save big on your best Valentine's Day gift ever. 20% off at mvmt.com. Use code TAKE. That's mvmt.com, promo code TAKE, and get 20% off. We love Movement. And now here's Corey Kispert.
Okay, we now welcome on a very special guest. He plays for the Washington Wizards. He played for Gonzaga. Deep tournament runs. He is in his second year in the NBA. It is Corey Kispert in studio. And also, did you just come from practice? What's going on here?
Yeah, I got the socks tucked into the sweats and just came from shoot around. Well, actually walked from MSG, so I got a little, New York in my nostrils.
Oh,
Good.
okay.
like that.
So you did shoot around, and then you just walked right over. Now, how'd you shoot and shoot around?
Shot great. I love playing in Madison Square Garden, and that place is it's what we call a shooter's gym.
Okay.
Yeah, what are the top 3 shooters gyms in the NBA?
Personally, I think it's the Garden. I think it's Philly. And then as a Wizard, I think it's the great Capital One Arena.
Yeah.
Great spot. Great spot to watch a game.
Fantastic.
So you do your. I mean, I'm looking right now. You have. You're shooting 50% against the Knicks this year. So I don't know if that game was at home or on the road, but yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna back you up. Yeah. I'll back you up what you're saying right now. So you do shoot around. How does an NBA day go? I have a lot of other questions about Gonzaga and everything else, but I am always curious, because I think we're idiots where we think oh yeah, you get to just go show up and play basketball and hang out, and then you go to a sick steak dinner, and then you wake up and you just play basketball again. It's awesome.
So in the NBA, first of all, the normal weeks have 7 days, but the NBA has 4 days of the week. It's practice day, travel day, game day, and off day. Just 4 days.
Okay.
So which day do you want to
Do them all.
Do them all. Game days are light shoot around what we just did. It's super basic.
How many shots?
I bet I get up 100, 150.
Yeah, I think
Kobe would have gotten up 400.
Yeah.
I was going to say Larry Bird, I think, took 1,000.
Yeah, you should
on
do
game
more than
days.
that.
But that's
I'm
fine.
clearly
it's fine.
not working. Yeah, not
if you're
working
cool
on
with where you're at in the league, that's cool.
I have actually a dumb question. We can get back to
Yeah,
it
go
because I
ahead.
am interested in the day in the life stuff.
Yeah.
But why don't you shoot more in games?
Well, he's not practicing enough in shoot-arounds.
That's probably it. I think I just need to shoot more in shoot around.
I guess I mean this in a respectful way. I think maybe you can take it as offense, but
No.
you have a very high percentage. You shoot what, like 42% from three,
That's right.
but you're shooting 4 times a game. You should shoot more than 4 times a game.
You know,
shoot
yeah. You and my mom have the same advice.
Yeah,
so that's
okay.
great. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the key. I think
you
it's
and Derek
just-
Kispert have a great eye for basketball.
Yeah.
I'm like the annoying hockey fan that's in the stands. I'm just like, shoot it.
Yeah.
Shoot it. You should shoot more. That's my coaching. If you want to take it, I don't know, maybe,
Well,
maybe
thank
some
you. No,
all-star appearances.
I'm
in
just
the
taking any
future.
coaching I can get, so I appreciate it.
Shoot more.
Shoot
Yeah.
more. Thank you.
All right,
all
but day in the
you're
life.
Day in the
around.
life. Shoot around where I don't shoot enough is early
Yeah,
in the morning.
clearly.
And then head back to the hotel, breakfast, brunch, lunch, nap, and then back to the arena for a game. It's just like very like regimented. and
Yeah. What time
Time
do you
goes
show
by
up
quick.
before the game for the like what time you have to get to the arena?
Probably like 3 hours before the game.
Oh, that sucks.
Does that
I'd
mess
show
with-
up right before.
Does that mess with your dinner schedule?
Yeah, I mean, I'm eating dinner on game days like at 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Yes, why don't you just show up? What I would do is the game's at 7:30. I'd eat dinner at like 6, and I'd roll in at like 7:15.
I mean, you guys.
You always have the anthem. It takes a while.
Yeah, well, 5 minutes ago, you guys were giving me shit about not working hard enough, so I just got
That's
to get
true.
to the game, as early as I can.
You got to start grinding earlier.
Yeah.
Just wake up
Yeah.
at like 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Actually, you should do that. You should bank a bunch of videos of you shooting in like Lifetime Fitness, just wetting everything, and just schedule tweets to go out at 3:30 a.m. Be like back on my grind again. Or
Yeah.
using old footage.
Not a
All
bad
so,
idea.
so we know travel day and off day. Do you love to practice?
I like to practice. I
Okay,
think
so
that's the.
mark that. He said like, not love.
Not,
Do you enjoy it?
yeah.
I do enjoy practice.
Okay.
Okay,
But
enjoy
not in
yours.
love with practice.
Not in love with
like
practice.
I'm in love
yeah.
with practice.
Yeah. Well, why are you in love with practice?
I just love practice.
You just love the grind and
Anything.
getting.
Yeah. Give me any sport, any hobby. We practice podcasting, but that's just called conversation. I love to practice. I love it.
What about if you didn't have to practice? What if you could just show up on game day and you shoot 80% from 3, and now you're taking 7 threes a game? If that was like your normal game, would you practice even if you didn't need to?
If that was my normal, if I could show up to a game and not practice and shoot 80% on 7 shots, I would not practice.
Doesn't love
Yeah.
practice.
I don't think I
Okay.
could do that,
Got
but
it.
if I could, I would.
So
love
is
it.
practice though in the NBA? Is it hard? Like, was it harder at Gonzaga than it is in the NBA?
It was 1,000 times harder at Gonzaga than it was at the NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think anybody who played at a big time college would tell you that as well.
Yeah. Well, you're counting Gonzaga as a big time.
Yeah,
college?
I mean, I know we haven't made a Final Four run or
Yes,
anything,
really,
but yeah,
yeah.
it's.
I think
it's a
you're
big time
familiar
college.
with our game. Yes,
It's a new blue blood. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much harder would it have been if you played in a real conference?
Ooh. I think it would have. The WCC is also a much improved conference.
It is.
and it is making its way into the ranks for sure. And that's all I have to say about that.
How much is that argument like? Because it happens every year.
Yeah.
And I actually want to give Gonzaga credit. You guys have, and Mark Few in the program, you guys have started scheduling some really good non-conference games. It feels like every December now, Gonzaga's playing like basically pick like 4 out of the top 10 teams are playing them.
Yeah.
But January, February, when like, all right, we can Pacific or Pepper, like we're going to just roll in and we're going to beat them. Is there any credence to like not being as sharp when it comes to tournament time, knowing that you've just been wasting everyone?
Yeah, there is, and it's one of those things that's kind of just out of our control. For lack of a better term, like we have to play who's in front of us, and we're in the conference we're in, and we're not the athletic director, so we can't change conferences and can't negotiate stuff like that. But yeah, it wears on you, man. Like you have to like truly like almost like practice so hard during like January and February because you know that you're gonna go into those places and more often than not like wax them.
Yeah, and it's always funny too. The Gonzaga seasons, I love college basketball. It's like, all right, you just got to hope that like basically the game at BYU or the game at St. Mary's, they can pick them off to give them a little bit of a scare.
Yeah, it's usually like
Those two.
usually like at home against St. Mary's, on the road at BYU, and then maybe there's like a 5-point game at San Francisco.
Yeah,
and
that's it.
kind of
And
the
that's it.
season. Yeah.
and that's all you
Play,
get.
is it hard to play in that St. Mary's gym?
I actually really like it.
Yeah?
It's
Shooter's
Yeah,
gym?
shooter's
I
gym.
mean, that is
yeah,
a shooter's gym.
It's a
There's
shooter's
nothing
gym.
behind it. It's just a wall.
Yeah,
It's just a wall.
I've always heard that it's way easier to shoot if you have that wall because
Yeah.
it gives you that depth perception check. That's
correct.
As opposed to having like a big field house where it's just a bunch of empty nothing, like the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. It sucks to watch basketball there,
Yeah.
but I imagine in a stadium like that, it's probably more difficult to play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of sucks to play too, especially as a shooter. Like you kind of have to you have to get there early and you have to shoot and you have to work hard, and then it's kind of a guessing game from there, really.
Yeah.
On the depth perception with that huge like gap in the back.
Yeah. Did you ever get invited to Adam Morrison's bunker?
I've never gotten that invite. I've only heard stories.
It started here.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
It was our fake news.
It was like our third month doing the show. We've been doing the show for 7 years now. We had Kyle Wiltshire on, and he mentioned Adam Morrison has a bunker, and then it just blew up. And then Adam reached out to us. We've become friends with him now because I like felt bad. He's like, I don't have a bunker. Everyone thinks I'm a psycho. He's like, I just have a room that locks and has a shitload of guns and a lot of like provisions and stuff.
Yeah, that's just a room.
Right.
To be clear, it's not a bunker.
It's not a bunker. No, but we become friends with him. But so you never got to go to Adam Morrison's house?
I've never been in Adam Morrison's house.
Damn, we should redo this part and say you have seen his bunker.
Wait, no, I mean, does he have a problem with you? Why didn't you get the invite?
No, I love Adam. Adam, I think he really likes me, and it's
apparently not.
Yeah, apparently not. Emily not doesn't like me that much, but I think it's part of a room that locks and has provisions and guns and blankets is like you don't just invite everybody.
That's true.
And it's underground and only like 5 people know about it.
Yeah.
But again, to be clear,
It's
not
just
a
a room.
bunker.
It's
Not
just
a
a
room.
Yeah,
Not a bunker.
Does Kyle Wiltshire have a bunker?
I don't think Wilch has a bunker. No. Yeah, I think he is a little bit more like of an above ground guy.
What about Drew Timme? Does he have a bunker? He seems like a bunker guy.
Drew could be very easily turned into a bunker guy.
Yeah.
I have a
You have
question.
some problem with Drew?
I have.
Yeah,
So you
let's
obviously
hear it.
listen.
Come on.
You know,
Yeah,
you
let's hear it.
listen. I love Drew Timme's game.
Mhm.
I do think his shoulders are a little too small, but that's whatever. That's nothing you can do about that, right?
Makes his head look pretty big, doesn't
Yeah,
it? Yeah,
it's
it's
just
kind
like
of disproportional.
This is also flashbacks because I bet on you guys against Baylor, the national championship game, and they was like they were better. They were better that day. When you're up or when you're down 10-15 to Baylor, and Drew Timme goes and slams it, and he does a little mustache dance. Did anyone in the huddle be like, "Hey, bro, we're fucking down in the national championship. Chill out."
I fought that battle all year long.
Okay, all right.
And
So,
but no, but this is the battle I fought was like I'm like my leading style on that team was like buttoned up, straight laced. Like when it's the game we're business. And Drew is like the exact opposite of that. Like he's doing the mustache thing. He's got the hair flopping around. Like talking trash and doing whatever, and like I kind of fought him on that for a long time, but then I realized like he has to do that in order to play well.
Okay.
And so maybe he was kind of tricking himself into like flipping the switch and getting going a little bit.
And I'm okay with him doing it during the I actually think that's a great answer because most teams you need both styles.
Totally.
You need a guy who's a little bit more like braggadocious. You need a guy who's maybe a little lead by example. It was just when they were down like 10. You guys were down 10. I was just like, dude.
I mean, it rubbed
that.
it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, and I get it.
Have you ever seen the TikTok of the sad sorority girl who's dancing and she's crying and she's wiping away?
Yes.
That's when he did the mustache thing down by 15. That's all I could think about.
And he
It's
is
pretty good.
He is a phenomenal basketball player. Like, would you play one-on-one with him? I would imagine that if you tried to play one-on-one with him, he'd just go in the post and beat you with a bill. He has so many moves.
Fakes,
in the post.
pivots, and shot, up and unders and all that stuff. Yeah, that's what he does. And he likes to think he's a guard, but I mean that's where the money's made down there.
It is fun watching him play, and like he's one of those guys that he feels like we've lost a little bit of it with people going to the NBA after a year, and it's fun when a guy stays around like that.
Yeah, I mean you think of he's like the Perry Ellis of like Gonzaga. Guys are just like he's still there.
Yeah, he's still there.
And the crazy thing is, I mean, I don't want to speculate for Drew, but he has another year.
Oh yeah, I like that.
The availability, he has the eligibility for one more year, so you could see him in a Gonzaga uniform for a 5th year, which would be nuts.
You guys got some like NIL money up there?
Oh yeah, I'm sure he does. I was so pissed because my senior season was the year before the NIL stuff started kicking in.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I got to see everyone kind of setting up their stuff and getting ready to make some deals, and Drew's capitalized for sure.
I would love that. I would love if Drew Timme stayed around another year after this one.
Just let him stay forever.
Just do the mustache for another year and a half.
Keep flicking the mustache for one more year.
That's great. There was a clip that went viral of your former teammate Jalen saying some nasty stuff about you, about how he didn't like you when you first joined the team.
Yeah.
Did you like him right off the bat?
I mean, I thought we were cool. That kind of took me by surprise a little bit. The clip did.
Yeah. Why didn't he like you?
Well, I mean, I mentioned it like my leadership style on that team was like kind of straight laced and buttoned up, and like when it's go time, it's go time, and then when like practice is over, the game's over, we can chill. But he was another one of those guys that didn't like really operate like that. And he came in and he was like the basketball star and the football star.
Yeah.
Everybody knew who he was. And I was kind of spent that time, I guess, like feeling it out a little bit and kind of seeing what he was really about. But Jalen was like the most team-oriented, selfless, like really amazing point guard as a freshman for us that year, and it helped us a ton. So he won me over pretty quick.
How sweet was that shot against UCLA?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they credited me with the assist, but I want to take credit for that.
Oh,
now.
let's do that. Let's make sure you get the credit. Perfect pass.
The perfect
right
pass.
in the pocket.
Right in the pocket. One dribbling up.
Was that like a 10-foot, 15-foot pass?
Yeah, probably it was. I was out of bounds, took it out, and probably threw it to the free throw line.
And you hit him in a perfect spot right under the basket.
We were
right?
running low on time,
Yeah,
and he had to take catching his stride. And I mean, I don't think he would have made it without that great of a pass, but he might say something different.
I'd agree. Listen, don't be worried about losing that because the bubble championships don't count.
Yeah, they're the Mickey Mouse, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
They don't
It kind of was like a.
You'd rather actually not win that one. To be honest,
no, you would, because I'll tell you why. You'd be on podcasts like this, and we would just be like, "That doesn't count."
Yeah, we'd be like, "You didn't win a real title."
Have you interviewed anybody from Baylor? But from now on,
yeah, Scott Drew. I think we told him it was.
Did you tell him?
Yeah, I think it was. But like, dude, doesn't count. I mean, it's just our hands are tied. That wasn't like there were no fans in the stands.
Yeah. They had to like cut the football stadium in half. It was a weird feel.
Right.
Yeah,
was it easier to shoot with no fans in the stands, or was it harder?
Like, are you talking at like the Final Four, or just generally?
Just in general, like not having fans there. It was probably a weird environment, an environment you'd never played in before. Was it like eerie? Did it make it? Did it throw
it
off
was
your
really
shot?
eerie. But it felt like you were just working out on your own, like a practice. So once you kind of got over the crowd noise getting pumped in, it was just like you were in there on a random Tuesday night.
Yeah, it was a very, very weird time watching that entire tournament, and yeah, you don't want to win bubble championships. No. So let's make a headline.
I like headlines.
So that way you can get in the news and we can get in the news. So you've been in the NBA for a year and a half. Just how overrated is LeBron?
Oh, but what we can't really credit him with that bubble championship.
No, definitely not a win there.
Okay, just for him, because I have a teammate who won that title as well, and so I'm going to give credit to him.
Have you seen his ring?
Who?
The teammate.
Yeah, Kuz.
Yeah, have you seen his ring?
I have not seen his ring.
Interesting, right? Would you maybe ask a follow-up question like, hey, dude, you won an NBA title. I've never seen your ring?
It's probably because he wears gigantic sweaters over top of it all the time.
You can't see his fingers through that big sweater. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Just ask those questions.
Well, so how overrated is LeBron?
Yeah, how overrated?
Can I not comment on that one?
Yeah, all right, fine. I'll ask a real question.
Okay.
Who is the person outside of LeBron that you have played against that you were like a little bit starstruck the first time?
Steph.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's the guy that like I grew up watching, and he changed the game, and the person that every three-point shooter is going to follow for like the rest of time. So the first time I played him, and just kind of took a minute to, once the ball went up, to really lock in.
Did he cook you?
Huh?
Did he cook you?
Yeah, there was a play in the first game where I came off a screen, and it wasn't like even on offense. Like, it came off the screen, and I pump faked and took a dribble right, and he just took the ball from me. I kind of just like looked around, and I was like, damn, like he did, just like time to snap in, Corey. Come on.
Yeah. Would you say that his defense is underrated?
I would say his defense is underrated.
One of the more underrated players, I think, defensively in the NBA.
Yeah. You see his stature and his height, and you kind of think you can go at him, but he does a really good job. He's got great hands and steals. Gets a ton of steals for them.
Yeah. I got probably a dumb question, but does anybody ever call bank in a game?
Yes.
It happens in the NBA?
Oh yeah. I tried to the other day actually. I had like a we call it a grenade, like a end of the shot clock ball, catch the ball, you guys got to put it up. And it was kind of fading away, and threw it up, and kind of saw it was trailing. I was like, bank, kind of a quick one. Missed it, but I called it. I tried.
That should be a rule.
Yeah, so players have done it like to you. If they shoot, they'll say like bank.
It's never happened to me like as I'm guarding somebody, but like I know that guys are just like, no, bank a shot, and they'll be like, I actually called that.
Yeah. Who's talked the most shit to you so far? Or are you someone guys don't talk shit to?
Well, I kind of generally try to stay out of the way. I mean, I'm only a year and a half in,
right?
And like I don't have the pedigree behind me to actually talk shit.
But do people come at you?
No.
Oh,
it's kind of like, for me, it's been an experience of like, you don't mess with me, I don't mess with you. Like, I'm open to talking shit, 100%.
Yeah.
But I think to answer your question, like Joe Ingles. Sneaky.
That rules.
He's sneaky trash talk. Like, I mean, he does little stuff like he walk like I wear an arm sleeve during the game, and he walked behind me and like just randomly just pulls it all the way down.
Literally
like a week of years, he's walking by, just like the little,
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
like old wily vet, like old head stuff. It's
I like
fun.
that.
I also like that you're open to it though. Like
Yeah.
you maybe there should be one guy if there's like a Tinder for just finding another guy to talk shit to during a game.
Do you have what other NBA guests do you guys really like that I can talk shit to?
Deli?
That would probably know that this is going on.
Blake
and-
Griffin, you should be like, I
yeah.
don't think you're the real Blake of the year.
Oh.
That would actually be very
I'm more of a
funny.
Bortles guy.
Yeah,
I'm a big
yeah.
Bortles guy.
If you actually said to him, like in the middle of a game, I'm more of a Bortles guy, it would fuck him up for like a brief second. Because that would be totally unexpected. For another player to just say that, like I've always been a Bortles guy.
I've always been a Bortles guy. Yeah.
Just that.
Uh-huh.
He would definitely
Done.
have like a second, like, what the hell's going on here?
Done.
We got to figure out when you guys are playing. That's great. Oh, that will be. Maybe really.
March 28th.
All right,
Okay.
March 28th. Circle it on the calendar.
Is it in Boston or is it in DC?
It's in Boston.
Home.
All right. Okay.
For you guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Nice.
All right.
Home turf.
I like that. We'll,
I like
we'll
that.
make like a poster going into it, like the showdown
Yeah.
in DC.
Yeah,
Kiss
yeah,
for
yeah.
versus-
Yeah.
Kiss. Yeah. Fake Blake.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. So, all right. Here's a random one. So, congrats on getting engaged.
Thank you.
You're a twin, and your fiance's also a twin.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's wild.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't really know what else
Yeah,
to say.
I listen to you guys quite a bit. I know you have some twin.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
you've kissed your sister on the lips as adults.
No,
Well, actually, it's different. You actually don't apply.
but it's not an identical twin.
Yeah, right. Your fiance has kissed
Her
her sister on the lips as adults. Because why wouldn't you try to kiss yourself?
That'd be kind of a huge like brain explosion thing
yeah.
for sure, right?
I think deep down people want to do that. I've seen that picture of A-Rod in
Yeah,
the mirror. Like
exactly.
Yeah, kind of like checking himself out a
yeah,
little bit.
yeah, you love yourself.
You want to try to kiss yourself. You're like, oh, you're looking attractive today. But so you're
So then now have I now kissed my fiance's sister
yes,
as well?
Yes.
Like does that
Yes.
math work out?
Yes.
I don't know if it's not like
Wow.
Eskimo, but it's like
Yeah.
like
What's that in math? Where like
Iroquois
you like
brothers.
if A equals B, B equals C.
Yes.
transitive
The
property.
transitive property
Yes.
of twins.
So
Yeah.
that means you guys are definitely going to have twins.
So no, like, well, I thought so too. But fraternal twins are like genetic.
Okay.
But they skip a generation more often than not.
Ah.
So my mom's mom has twins in her family,
Okay.
and then it got to me, and so my kids probably wouldn't because it skips. And then identical twins are completely random. They're completely like random in nature. So
But you're gonna have grand twins.
grand twins.
you'll
are
have a
very,
shitload of
yeah,
grand
We could have a
twins.
lot of
A
grand
ton
twins.
of
That's
grand
fun. That's actually great for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if like one family has like 3 sets of twins, has
Yeah.
6 kids, 3 sets of twins, that'd be wild.
Yeah. Wait, so have you ever your fiance's a twin.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen your sister-in-law and been like, she looks hot today because I like my fiance?
That's something that I've actually really had to like wrestle with, you know?
Yeah,
like, it's a
they're
deep
the
kind
same.
of it's a deep thought.
Well, it's an unspoken thing, but it's
Right.
it's real. Like
Yeah.
you find
Yeah.
your future
And they
sister-in-law
are-
insanely attractive.
And they
like,
are,
so
you know,
hot.
yeah, they are like genetically identical,
Yeah,
you know.
you love
So
her.
I
Yeah, love
can't.
her.
Wow. See, that's different though.
No, you really,
love
really-
is, love
No,
is, love is more than just looks.
You
Come on.
lost her. You lost her.
Whoa.
Hard.
You love looking at her.
This is you
You're gonna
wouldn't
get me in so much.
Yeah.
I
trouble.
mean, you wouldn't get these
Well,
questions
okay.
anywhere else.
Yeah,
I'd
no,
expect it.
I'm good.
Different variety of the twin question. Did
Yeah.
you guys bond over being twins?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of a
So
early
I
on.
have a follow up to the twin question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know this, but I said on the Yak yesterday, Corey Kispert's coming in, and Roan,
Mm-hmm.
who did a video in Idaho for some reason, I think it was last year,
Met my sister.
Yes.
Yep, I
Who
knew that.
is the head of the Idaho Potato Commission?
My sister?
Yeah.
No, I think she like was working for a company that was doing their marketing for that.
Okay,
event.
so she marketed for potatoes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Potato
maybe not as
marketing.
cool, but still cool.
Still
so
cool.
she's just a potato marketer?
In that instance, yeah. Yeah, it
That's
was like a
pretty
contract
sick.
they were on.
Is
Yeah.
her job just like, hey, remember
the-
French fries?
Yeah. French fries
Yeah,
are good.
French fries. Are you a more of are you a mashed or a baked
Yeah,
person?
right.
You know, like got mashed? Like it's like a the ad campaign. It can go
Okay,
on
so
forever.
Roan kind of fucked me here because he was like, yeah, she's the head of the Idaho Potato Commission. I was like, holy shit, this is the Kispert family has just success everywhere.
Mm.
NBA got player.
It actually
head
sounds
of-
worse. It sounds like she's
Yeah.
a liar.
Yeah.
And that she's
lied
embellishing
Yeah,
her
yeah,
resume.
yeah.
Yeah. But that's, potatoes. So she was with Big Potato.
She was with Big Potato. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you like potatoes?
I love potatoes.
Well, okay.
Are you part of Big Potato?
I am not. However, I'm not a part of Big Potato.
Okay.
I don't live in Idaho.
Do you have a nickname? Do you have a nickname? 'Cause
I actually do not.
what about the Big Potato?
Oh, yeah. Or the French fry.
The French fry? Not from France, but I do like French fries.
I like the Big Potato.
Big Potato.
Curly fry. You got a little curly hair.
Mr.
the curly
Potato
fry?
Head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That works. So I saw your nickname was Kiss. That can't be it, right?
I mean, that's just a shortened version of my last name.
Right. Which I guess if you did the
Right,
thing,
yeah.
right, that works.
Yeah,
I like
could work.
that.
Kiss of Death.
Kiss of
Kiss of
Death.
Death.
That's actually named my fantasy football team.
Yeah.
How'd you do?
It
We don't care.
Yeah. And neither do I, honestly.
It's been a while since we've gotten somebody naturally on the We Don't Care About Your
we don't
Fantasy.
care. Don't tell us. Yeah.
So seriously, you should shoot more though.
Okay.
Big time.
Can you take that?
So I wanted to ask you as a fellow Northern Virginian, like, why aren't you like the fan of the Wizards? Like, why aren't you the national fan of the Wizards? I wanted to like really.
You want the actual answer?
Yeah, please.
Okay, I'll give you the actual answer. Where do you live, by the way?
I live in Arlington.
Okay, cool.
You
So
gotta try Colony Pizza.
I was born
Colony Pizza.
Colony Pizza.
Cool.
I was born in Herndon.
Okay.
Folks live in McLean now, so
Yeah.
I've been in Northern Virginia my entire life. I grew up going to Wizards games all the time.
Okay.
Cornflakes.
Were you like a Gilbert Arenas, Cron Butler?
Yeah,
guy?
even before that,
even
like
before?
Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
going back in the day, Rip Hamilton,
Yeah, sure.
like goes way back. Chris Webber, Rasheed Wallace. We've had some great players.
So you like our classic jerseys? You seen those?
Yeah, the classic ones are good. I also like the Bullets jerseys. I remember going to Bullets games too. My real answer is I have a policy, and that's that I don't use any of my headspace thinking about the Washington Wizards at all until it's after the All-Star break and if you guys are above 500. Because I've learned so often.
Hard deal.
I've learned so often rooting for the team that they can get out to some hot starts, and then I'll just, I'll get into the team, I'll start watching all these games, and then there will be that swoon. I'm not saying that that's what you guys are doing right now. I'm saying what my brain has learned throughout history is I have a finite amount of real estate up here. I'm very dumb, and there's only a few things I can keep track of at the same time. Like, I just forgot who Sean McVay was last week. So, like, my brain's at a one-in, one-out policy right now.
Okay.
And the Wizards, if you guys get above 500 after the All-Star break, then you will not find a bigger Wizards supporter in the world than me. So I guess that's just kind of my line in the sand. That's how I've always felt about it.
Okay. I mean,
you gotta
that
shoot
is a
more.
real answer, and I'll
Yeah.
take it.
But I do think that you should shoot more. I think if you shot more
maybe
wins.
we'd be 500, and then I mean that math checks out.
Shoot more, win more games.
And PFT is a fan.
And then
PFT's a fan.
I will be the biggest Wizards fan in the entire world.
Because we don't really have like that, trademark, like big name fan that's like always courtside hanging out. And I think that'd be a great little slot for you.
Do you have courtside tickets tonight?
I do not have courtside tickets tonight. I'm still on my rookie contract.
Do any of the Wizards people that came with you have courtside tickets? I would go to a courtside game tonight if it
But
was
it's also in the Garden. Like, you got to be like the DC family.
It's
you
true.
got to go. You got to go in DC.
I promise you, at some point this season, I will go to a Wizards game in DC, and I will be prominent. I will be loud and proud for DC. I promise that'll happen.
Promise accepted.
That's huge.
Okay.
That's huge. What's the best game you've played in the NBA?
Last season against the Warriors.
How many points you scored?
26.
Yeah, see, you should shoot more.
Yeah, you're really good at shooting.
Yeah,
thanks.
why wouldn't
Thank you.
you have a little confidence
Oh, okay.
in your
like,
shot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you not? Are you lacking confidence? Do you need us to boost
I'm
you
very
up?
confident. Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind a little positive vibes from the
Well,
fellas.
hey, listen, Corey, you're pretty good at basketball.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, so you should play it
That means a lot.
and shoot more.
What's the most you've ever made in a row?
3s in a row?
Yeah.
Just like anytime randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably in the 40s or 50s.
That's so sick.
You did that. You had a game at Gonzaga, did you not, where you hit like?
That was 9.
Yeah.
9's my career high in a
Yeah,
game.
yeah. Who was that against?
Virginia.
Okay, yeah, the chip on the shoulder.
Yeah.
So
yeah, chip
what
on
did
the shoulder
Tony
game.
Bennett tell you?
So he told me one thing and I took it another way.
Okay.
Took it the Jordan took it personally.
Yeah,
type
like
thing.
when you said you aren't attracted to your sister-in-law, and we took it like
You
dude,
took
he
it
wants to
personally.
fuck her. Yeah,
that's
right.
the same thing.
Right.
He basically like took me into his office when I was getting recruited there on a visit, and he was like, "Hey, listen, man, like we have this race between you and another guy. We don't really know who to offer. Like we're kind of leaning back and forth. We're not really fully committed. We don't know if you're good enough to play in the ACC, like a bunch of different stuff. And then I went to Gonzaga, and it was completely different. The visit was like, hey, you're our guy. 3-4 years down the road, you're going to be one of the best to ever play here. And it like immediately sold me. So I took that conversation with Tony Bennett as, I don't think you're good enough.
Right.
And then obviously my senior year rolls around and we play in them, and the chip on the shoulder game.
I loved it. Yeah.
I think that's legit, though.
Yeah.
He did not. He could have been more strongly recruited.
And like, have you guys ever had any interaction with Tony Bennett at all?
No.
Never.
He might be one of the nicest people on the face of the planet, like one of those like really like almost obnoxiously nice people.
Yeah.
And so it was hard to take it that way. It was hard to like morph that in my mind, but sure enough, it worked.
9 threes.
9 threes later.
Yeah.
It's good that you didn't go there, because his advice coaching you would have been like, hey, just don't shoot the ball
Yeah,
at
just
all.
quit shooting more.
Yeah. Get
just
back on defense.
pass the ball.
Yeah, maybe you guys should be on the coaching staff at Virginia.
Maybe they'd score a couple points occasionally. Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice.
Where else did you get recruited by?
It was the last 3 were Gonzaga, Virginia, and then Notre Dame.
Did you take a recruiting trip with Duke?
No.
Okay, good,
No.
good.
Yeah,
I
I know
would've
you
been
and
mad.
you
Yeah.
and Coach gave a pass, don't you?
Yeah, I was actually just wondering how bad his breath smells, because it probably smells
Well, we beat Duke.
Yeah.
During
so
my
how
career.
bad was his? Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
after the game, did he like try to scold you or reprimand you?
No,
or
it
teach
was
you?
no, it was a quick walk off of the court. It was like a the quick firm handshake and he's out.
Okay, because
Yeah.
usually he'll ask the other
The
coach,
student
like,
section
Can I
to
come in
kinda-
here?
yeah.
Can I come and tell your guys that they got to be classier? Stuff like that.
Mm.
He also likes to pick one guy out that just kicked the shit out of him, and then stop him in the handshake line. And he'll do the thing where he stops and he puts his hand
They'll
on the
pat
other
on the
guy's
chest like I'm really
Yeah.
proud of you.
and he'll be like, "I'm really proud of you for doing that. You're a
Uh-huh.
credit to basketball, but you're too good of a player to do X,
Yeah,
Y,
just
and Z,
don't do
what
that
you
to
just
us.
did."
And
Yeah.
he leans in. He's like, "I'm gonna have you killed."
Whoa.
And then that's how it always ends.
Yep.
Yeah.
Speaking of DC sports,
Yeah.
curious to know, do you hang out with other DC athletes?
Not really.
Do they when they show up to games? Is
Yeah,
it
you
like a
kind
game
of give
respect
them,
game?
yeah, a little game respect game, a little head nod, stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah, you
Hard
ever
to make it in this league.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
you go to other DC sports? Ever?
I love the Caps.
Yeah,
Love the Caps.
best game in town besides the Wizards. I mean,
But yeah, of course,
but yeah,
best game in town.
going to Caps games is so fun because like the crowd fills up with all the red.
The red.
They get into it. Just watching Ovi's been fun this year.
Yeah, it's been great, and they've done a great job like supporting us, and we support them, and going to their games like it's crazy on like a Wednesday night in the middle of January. Like it's going to be all red, and it's going to be sold out, and the energy in there is going to be great. And even if they're, start of the season was a little bit of a struggle for them.
Yeah.
like it's still the support doesn't waver.
That's
awesome.
That's what Wizards games could be like.
That's what it could
if
be
you just shot more.
if you just came to games.
Yeah.
You know the meme, what the world looks like if this happens, and it's all the futuristic stuff. It's what the
Verbal
world
meme?
look like
Yeah.
if Corey Kispert shot more. All the world's problems would be solved.
Akon City.
Akon
It'd
City.
be it would be incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
The economy would be back. We'd have everyone would be happy. Smile. The sun would be shining. All we just need is Corey Kispert to shoot more.
Advice taken.
Yeah.
I actually have a serious basketball question for you.
Let's go.
It seems to me that there's a big difference between playing basketball as, I don't know, like a 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old, and then you hit your growth spurt. I never did, so I don't know the answer to this question.
Yeah, tough.
And then you get big all of a sudden. Your shooting stroke has to change entirely because you're no longer just, bending your knees down to the ground and heaving up a two-handed shot. You have to learn how to get the ball above your head for the first time, which is a completely different shot from anything else that you've been taking. Was that a struggle for you, or did you get better at shooting? Was it easier for you once you got taller and now you're shooting above your head?
Yeah, well, the key is to like try to do the right thing when you're really young.
yeah.
When you're really young. So my dad played college basketball, and he like shot the ball just like I do. So I learned from him, and he kind of like ingrained the right form. And so when I did get bigger, it was like a super easy transition. Things almost and I could step back further and shoot it with accuracy from deeper.
Yeah.
So you were
build
just like
build the groundwork.
when you were younger, you were shooting like you were a tall person already.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like a kid version of it, sure.
Yeah, you could tell when you're watching like little kids play basketball which ones are like being taught to get their elbow in and like not actually just throw it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was you.
Yeah, that was me.
How fun was it to dominate when you were like 12 years old?
It was pretty sweet. Yeah, watching like it's it's a really kind of funny and cool thing to do is like when I go home with the parents, like watch some like young videos of me playing basketball. I'm like, yeah, man, like I was a beast.
This
Like,
was awesome.
look at me, I go on those like 8-foot rims. Like that was sweet. Like,
Yeah.
what I would give to go back and just like, relive that day.
Well, I mean, there's probably kids out there who are talking about it the reverse way, where like I got my ass kicked by Corey Kispert. He's in the NBA now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like like when I was 12, like I feel like it works both ways. People are telling tales that way too.
Could be.
Yeah. All right, so this has been awesome. I have one last question. Will you shoot more?
Yes, just for you guys. Great question. Great question.
We're trying to pump you up
Yeah, we're
right now.
pumping you up.
I feel like I'm just like
Well,
ready to have a great game tonight.
Listen, we're now Corey Kispert guys because when we heard that you listen to the show, we're like, all right, well, we're going to defend him, and now it's going to be we're going to compile all your stats. We're going to become like we'll respond to tweets being like LaFraud, Corey Kispert actually better. With all your stats, but we gonna need to get the numbers up
to actually
so we can be like
do your job.
Yeah, the PER and like all these things.
Yeah.
The advanced
the
stats.
true shooting
Yeah, like
percentage.
Kispert's actually the best player who's ever played in the NBA.
You know how they do like expected goals in soccer?
Yeah.
Just expected points for Kispert.
Yeah,
If
if Corey
he shot
Kispert took 12 threes a game, he would actually average like 40 points.
And the Wizards would be above 500.
yeah.
And PFT would come to games.
Yeah.
We'd be
Yeah.
constantly talking about the Wizards on this podcast. You have no idea.
Yeah.
It would be the biggest topic.
Oh, I have one last question. Is Gonzaga ever gonna win a national title?
Yes. But when?
Soon?
But soon? That's a different question.
Are you sure?
I think that we had obviously a really, really, really good shot when I was there, and my senior year was about as close as we're going to get for a while, I think. But I think we're going to win one.
It is crazy you guys are getting like top recruits, stealing those from the Blue Bloods. So that
we are a Blue Blood, so who's stealing it from
That's
who?
true. You guys are the Blue Blood of the Pacific Northwest.
Yes.
Yes.
We got that corner of the map.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Well, Corey, best of luck rest of this season, and appreciate you. And we're going to look forward to you going up against Blake and getting in his head.
Yeah, more of a Bortles guy. Thank you, guys.
Yes.
Thanks for being my coach today, and
Yes,
I'm looking
absolutely.
forward to the advanced analytics to come.
Corey Kispert is brought to you by Instacart. That's right. Instacart has curated the perfect game day assortment. It's our assortment, the part of my take cart. You can shop it now on Instacart. You can get all our favorite snacks. I like eating Cool Ranch Doritos, maybe some salsa during the games. I like some goldfish. I like some Swedish fish. I like some soda on the side. I like Twizzlers, some peanut butter cups, Tostitos, hint of lime, more salsa. All these you can find in the part of my take cart and more. With Instacart, the world is your cart. Delivery in as fast as an hour, or you can select a delivery window that best fits your schedule. Instacart has a wide variety of grocery, alcohol, pet supplies, and other items from hundreds of stores across the country. Shop the new Barstool Part of My Take Cart right now on the Instacart app or at instacart.com/PMT. That's instacart.com/PMT and get free delivery when you place your first order. Offers valid for limited time. Minimum order $10. Additional terms apply.
Okay, let's wrap up the show. Fyre Fest of the week. Awesome interview coming on Monday. Start Super Bowl week.
Can I put out a group Fyre Fest real quick?
Yeah.
Group Fyre Fest. Pete Weber's not bowling in the U.S. Open.
Oh shit! I actually have. Hold on. So a writer last night hit me up. I almost had to skull fuck this guy.
Okay.
He explained the situation. Then he handed me the contact information. So should we give this guy a call?
We should. I've been
Let's give him
tweeting.
a
I've been
call.
tweeting at the United States Bowling Congress all morning.
All right.
You know what? I told him. I said I will ask nicely once. They did not respond to me. I'm done being nice.
All right. Hold on. Let me find this guy.
Gloves are off.
It was very funny because I asked this bowling writer, I was like, who the fuck should I skull fuck? And then he was just like, here's the guy.
Nice.
Like, okay, cool. All right.
Is
so
there any
this is-
cooler job in the world than being a bowling writer?
Yeah. This guy,
What a sick job that is, huh?
All right. I'm gonna call this guy right now. Let's see. All right. Call. Let's see if we can get him on the phone. Give him a little piece of our mind.
Little Lenny Dykstra.
Yeah, little Lenny Dykstra. All right. Hopefully he picks up. He's probably been expecting my call. Skull fuck him. Let's just, if he doesn't pick up, just Jake put a reminder. We'll just call him on every show until he picks up.
We need answers.
Nope.
He's ducking us.
Oh, this motherfucker. Okay. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want everyone else to call him, but I will. We will be calling him, and we will get justice for Pete Weber.
I think we need to put the pressure on them online, too. Tweet at the United States Bowling Congress.
Mm-hmm.
Let Pete bowl.
Let Pete bowl.
Pete needs to be bowling. It's bad for bowling if Pete Weber is not in, what is it again? The U.S.
Open.
In the U.S. Open.
Yep.
The most prestigious tournament of the bowling calendar year. Let Pete bowl.
That's a fact. Okay. Fyre Fest of the week. Hank.
Just packing for Arizona. I had to get a new suitcase last night, and it's just big and packed.
The suitcase is big?
Yeah.
You've already packed?
I'm leaving. I'm going to Boston for the weekend, and then to Arizona.
More
and then
PTO?
I'm staying in Arizona.
Are you not here tomorrow?
No.
Oh.
What if I need you here?
I was going to be in the office tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was thinking that we could do like an extra like small part of my take that would come out on Saturday.
Also, just maybe like a meeting to get us prepped for the Super Bowl. You won't be here?
We had one of those. You missed it earlier.
Okay. Interesting. All right, so you won't be here tomorrow. Okay, got it.
So Hank's Fyre Fest is that he goes on so many vacations that he had to buy a bigger bag. To pack.
It goes away for so long.
I'm sorry, Hank.
Sometimes I have fire. Like last week, I opened my heart and soul for the people.
What was it again? I forget it.
I didn't have a charger.
Oh yeah.
No, you're a psycho.
That was tough. Did you get a charger?
No.
I see. Sorry, I got to put some money in the chargers. Oh, fuck, I said it again.
And I opened my heart and soul, and it's like, sometimes you don't have great Fyre Fests.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good Fyre Fest.
I had to use my raise to buy a huge suitcase.
Yeah.
So I could go on extended vacations.
All right, I'm sorry. It's not a good Fyre Fest.
No,
It's,
it's not a Fyre
I don't
Fest. You
know.
have a lot of
I'm just,
vacations.
I was going through, what trials and tribulations I went through this past week, and it was like, damn, I need to pack a lot of golf shit and a lot of work shit, and it's going to be negative 20 in Boston.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be gone for 2.5 weeks. The suitcase isn't big enough.
My Fyre Fest is I have to get a trailer for my boat that I bought, and
Oh, man.
it sucks. It's
That's
so
terrible.
shitty. Yeah. I didn't actually buy a boat.
Okay,
Billy.
I was wondering what type of boat you got.
Yeah, Billy, it's like saying my Fyre Fest. I need to open up a new bank account because all my money it's not covered by the FDIC anymore.
Dude, boats are cool.
Boats are cool. Confirmed. Boats are cool.
Yeah, you know what's really cool? Having a friend with a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real cool.
There's been some talk about Hank PFT and I going in on a boat
Yeah.
in Lake Michigan.
Doing like
sick.
a boat timeshare program.
Yeah. We might be in.
A maritime share.
We'll
They
never
should call
be
it that.
We'll
That's
never
a
be
great
able.
name.
We're gonna have to buy Hank a beeper.
Hit the hip.
Golf courses, lakes. We're gonna have to be able. I mean, what if there's an emergency?
He's like a surgeon. It's like
What if Tom Brady unretires while you're on the golf
it would
course?
be like
You guys
ER
have stuff
surgeons
going
and then
on.
Hank
I
that
have
have
nothing.
beepers.
I don't think you guys realize how my life is just this show and then barren wasteland.
Oh, so
it's
you
like I
don't
fill
do
it with
anything up on the
golf.
third floor?
No, I do the show, but like I'm saying, like outside of work.
Wait, but Hank, I thought you did a lot of other stuff at Barstool besides just part of my take now.
I'm saying outside of work. Obviously,
Okay.
there's a lot of work stuff, but outside of it, like Big Cat's always talking about his kids. No one gives him shit for that. I talk about golf one time, and it's like I'm the worst person in the world.
I like how golf has become Hank's child.
Yeah. It also is really just
Probably
like,
harder.
Yeah, it probably is. In reality, it's just that you don't have anything to troll with us on right now. So like you use a lot of energy for the Cowboys. Now you need a break.
I'm not a troll.
Right.
You're not a troll. Definitely.
Why would
not.
you even say that if you're not a troll?
Because you just said you're out of stuff to troll on.
You brought up. You said I'm not a troll.
After you said you're out of
No,
stuff to
I
troll.
don't
This
check
is-
the tape. I didn't say I.
I need to
troll.
go to
You said
therapy
I'm not
because
a
of how
troll.
bad you guys gaslight me.
BetterHelp.com. Okay.
Hank, do you want to do a ride tomorrow?
No,
You don't?
I don't.
I thought you didn't have anything else. I thought your life was a barren
I'm
wasteland.
going to be in Boston.
Is there any room for a bike
going to a
ride
Call
in
of
this barren
Duty event.
wasteland?
Bulletin board material for pickleball.
Oh, there we go.
okay.
Yeah, we are gonna have a.
Well, no, they
pickleball
already
match.
accepted losing, and they're going to put no effort into it.
Well, no, we
that's not
don't. We
true.
either accepted winning or not caring about it if we lose.
Yeah, it's a pretty fail-safe way to go about life.
It's the absolute best.
If we lose, we're just gonna be like, well, we never care.
It's a stupid sport for dorks. But if we win,
Next
still
up,
got it. Young bucks don't know yet.
I mean, he just said he's going to a Call of Duty event. What does that even mean?
you are.
Are you like a military?
That was way too
Major
glossed
two.
over.
Wait, what?
They do Call of Duty live events called a LAN.
And you're going to one?
It's in Boston.
as a spectator.
I know. I mean, I know some people, and it's like the Boston Breach is the organization.
You are going to an
I
event
was
as a
invited.
spectator.
I was invited.
You're gonna have like a hot dog and a soda and sit in an arena and watch a table of people on a computer play video games.
I talk about the things that I like to talk about, and I get roasted for it. I like Call of Duty. Fucking sue me.
I'm not going to
It's
sue
his hobby.
you.
There's nothing
It's
wrong
fun.
with
No,
it.
it's
a fun hobby.
say that to them, Jake. Say that
It's
to
a
them.
fun hobby.
Go play your fucking string machine.
Is he talking about guitar?
Or your guitar?
Yeah.
String machine.
All right, PFT, what's your Fyre Fest?
Esports are very popular.
My Fyre Fest is, I guess, I play string machine, and that's a really dorky thing to do. No, I don't really have any great Fyre Fest this week. My big Fyre Fest is really for America. Can I put America in my Fyre Fest?
Sure.
No, I mean,
Because you guys are letting a groundhog ruin your day today. Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow, so he goes back in his little cave, and now he gets 6 more weeks of winter, right? Be a fucking man. I'm going to put on shorts right in that little rat fuck's face. I'm going to wear shorts all next week. You know what? This is how much of a man I am.
Nice.
I'm going to put on shorts and T-shirts all next week. I know it's 30 degrees right now. I haven't looked at the temperature to see what it's going to be in New York City next week, but I'm going to wear shorts and short sleeve T-shirts just to show that little wannabe Greta Thunberg telling me, oh, the sky is falling, that I'm a man and I can make my own decisions and wear shorts any day of the year.
Listen,
all next week and the week after.
Phil hasn't ruined my day. I just hope he gets hit by a fucking bus. He's a fraud bitch.
Your
He is.
tweet this morning made me laugh.
I mean, he's a bitch. I hope he fucking dies.
Yeah.
Have you seen his vested
Phil.
holding?
I'm praying on Punxsutawney Phil's downfall.
Yeah, he is a bitch, and if you let a groundhog dictate your day, I don't know if I can help you.
He invested in heating oil stocks before he made his decision.
Punxsutawney
true?
Phil did.
Yeah.
Pelosi situation.
Yeah. Just like check out where he's putting his money before he makes his decision.
Damn.
Pump and
Paulie
dump,
Pelosi.
bro.
Punxsutawney Paul.
I'd put a bullet in that fucking rat's face.
Big winter, bro.
I would just sit on it. You could kill a groundhog just by sitting on it.
Actually,
Kick it in the face.
Bill de Blasio killed the only good groundhog.
That's true.
Wait, so shouldn't we all be applauding Bill for his efforts in
No,
groundhog
No, because he
extermination?
also tried to get rid of soda.
He killed the good one, and now we got this one, who's corrupt.
Also, Frank told me he tried to get rid of soda and salt in New York City. So
No, those are facts.
yeah, so we can't have that. All right, I don't have a Fyre Fest either. I actually have a very awkward moment after Hank has shamed me for having
At least I don't
children.
deflect. Yeah, at least I don't deflect. At least I try and dig deep. I put effort in.
Okay, so my Fyre Fest is you can't call me a father of 2 anymore because my son keeps waking up, so we're putting him up for adoption. Just
Smart.
kidding. I'm having another child, so thanks, Hank, for making me feel like a shithead for being a dad. But yeah, I'm having another child. So
Congrats.
June.
I won't shame
Thank
you for it.
Father of 3 loading.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Everyone here knew it, so
Yeah.
Hank was just really. They've
I
known it
didn't-
for
I
a
don't.
while.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say
you not
congrats
know it?
as I've congratulated you.
Yeah, 3 is also weird because
But
like
hey,
no one cares
but,
about 3.
No, but let me put like for the podcast. Congrats for the
Thank you.
podcast. I've
Thank
already
you.
said we do our congratulations in private because we're good friends.
Yes. So another son. So I'm going boy, girl, boy. Yeah. That's it. 3 is the
Snip,
stopping
snip?
point. I don't know.
I thought it was going to be Big Cromartie over here. I
Just
thought he was
pull
going to
out,
just.
right?
I just go for the,
rest
butt.
of my life.
I just go in back door.
Yeah. No, I'm very excited. Even though Hank has tried to shame me all podcast, but I'm very excited. Number 3. So father of 3. I can finally be the true LeBron tweet that I've been mocking all these years. I'm gonna find this LeBron tweet.
I appreciate and support you pursuing your passions. I think we all should do that.
My passion is having children.
Yeah. I mean, you're the horniest guy on the show.
Yeah, that's confirmed.
Proven.
Confirmed.
Or I'm the only one who actually isn't shooting blanks.
This definitely goes.
Also could be proven.
This definitely goes on the bonk list. By the way,
Having a third child.
having a third child. For
Well,
sure.
Hank-
I also put on.
I might name this kid Hank and shun him for my entire life. The third.
Big Cat just
Just
said.
be like Henry and just never talk to him.
Yeah.
That would actually be an awesome move by me.
Our name LeBron.
Yeah.
Big Cat said a guy
LeBron
hit me up
Katz
last
would be
night.
a
I almost
solid
had to
name.
skull fuck him.
Well, that's not
That's
horny.
on there.
That's I don't skull fuck for pleasure. I skull fuck for purpose.
For results.
Yeah, I do end up coming eventually from the skull fuck. But yeah, I'm having a third child, so Hank completely ruined this announcement.
Oh my God.
It's not really a big announcement. I feel like having the first child is a big announcement. Third child, he's gonna be a fucking chill ass dude, and I'll make sure that
I am the third child. I also have the same exact.
Yeah, we know. We can tell the energy that you
family
are. Yeah.
setup. Boy, girl, boy.
Okay.
Wow.
And look how I turned out.
Fantastic.
Man.
Can I put a future?
My third son is.
Can I put a future
my
on your
third
son
kid is-
if he's going to follow in like Hank's footsteps here?
I feel like the
I want to
third,
put
the
a
third
wait
kids
for
are
a second,
always
Hank. I'd like to put a
dangerous.
future on him to win a major championship like like they did with Rory. I just have a feeling this kid's going to be a strong golfer.
Yeah, I'm gonna podcast my balls off. Also means that we'll have another life advice episode at some point with Titus and Rosillo. So yeah, early June, we'll do that. We'll go back to the well.
What if he has the same birthday as your first son? Wasn't it June?
Yes.
Wow, that'd be wild.
Yeah, that would probably be. Actually, that'd probably be good. Just double up.
They would
Only have
hate
to do one
that.
day.
They would hate that.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you purposely conceiving for the off season?
I mean, it's nice not having children during football season. Yes, I am a football guy.
That's a football guy view?
I should win football guy of the year. That's a fact.
I think more football players, more coaches should prevent their players from having sex between January and, let's call it, mid-April.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it's a fact. I'm not trying to fuck up the football season.
That's fucking sick, bro.
Yeah, that's the type of sacrifice I make for this show. Others won't, step away from the golf course for 36 holes.
No, if you guys need me, I'm there. Just let me know.
So yeah, all right. That's the announcement. Again, it's not really third kid. It's like people are like, oh yeah, you're having another kid. But I'm done at 3. 4 gets weird. I feel like. No offense to anyone who's part of 4.
Me?
Really?
One
Yeah.
of 4 as well.
Well,
Almost a 4.
I mean, I'm not going to say what I was about to say.
Were you one of those families?
I'm not.
Say it.
You don't want.
I mean, you're gonna say it.
Well, if your mom's that hot, like, you're gonna have 4.
I didn't even notice. I thought she was just a lovely lady.
You pulled that out of me, Jake.
Hank, that's got to be on the
I
list.
held back.
Your next step would have been, I'm not gonna say it, but if I was gonna say it, this is what I would say.
Your mom's hot, is what I would say. Okay, Billy. That's a compliment, by the way. She's a very nice woman. She is.
I'm going to stay 100% out of this
Put it on the bonk
conversation.
list because that'll be funny to read in a year. Jake's mom is hot. Confirmed.
If you're
by
that
me.
hot, you have to have 4 kids. That's the quote.
Oh, Billy.
First Fyre Fest.
Oh, you got
Bowling,
multiple.
yeah, bowling just sore in the weirdest places, like places I've never been sore in my life, like the
Kinda-
top of my side of my hip. Just
Ooh.
weird,
Okay.
just weird,
Okay.
and my hands.
Maybe you should hit the gym.
Well, your hands
Ow.
isn't a weird place to be sore
But, like,
for bowling.
but just like from holding such a heavy.
Well,
thing
you have
for
soft
8
hands,
hours.
right.
This is true.
It's
This is true.
confirmed.
This is true. Second thing, trying to get into war. Basically, getting close into war mode.
Okay.
In a little bit of a fight limbo right now.
But your war mode is loading.
It's loading. It's committed. We're putting in the hours, and don't know if this is officially happening, but trying to get this fight together. Something's coming on for March 3rd, and it's really weird because we're heading into the weekend, and war mode
Beers.
could unravel really quickly.
Yeah.
It's the first weekend's the hardest for getting into war mode, where you're just like doing the whole month sober, getting into war mode. So time's closing in.
I did hear from Billy McFarland this morning.
What do you say?
He's down to fight you.
Fuck yeah.
All right. So
Now what we have to do is
Let's
we
skull fuck
got to
him.
figure out the negotiations, and I'm extricating myself from that process. I don't want to crap where I eat. I'm going to let you figure that out. As long as it gets straightened out, there's a possibility it could happen on March 3rd, and he would be fighting for the honor of the Bahamas. He wants you to help man like a pop-up food truck if you lose. I told him you'd be fine with that.
Okay,
no, well,
yeah.
and if Billy wins, he's going to give all his money to the people of the Bahamas.
Well, I'm extricating myself from the
Wait, wait,
negotiation
no, no.
process.
Other Billy is.
No, both the Billies.
No.
It's a battle for the people of the Bahamas.
The good people of the
good people
Bahamas
of the
that
Bahamas.
sacrificed so much and got so very ripped off.
And I just
in the
wanted to
original
say
Fyre
thank
Fest.
you, Billy, for
No.
donating your future
I-
winnings to the people of the Bahamas.
Other Billy
That's
is
a huge
part
move.
of his restitution.
That's a huge
got a
move.
Other restitution.
We've got a great name and logo for it. Fyre Fest. How
Yeah.
cool is that?
Billy versus Billy.
And then Billy versus Billy, you get the orange tile with a blood spatter on it as the logo for it. How sick would that be?
So we're gonna skull fuck him. Look, the guy is coming into the social media realm right now, and I think he could be the next Andrew Tate, and I need to stop him before he reaches those heights.
Okay,
Okay.
this
Because
is Billy's.
he's-
It's Billy's version of going back in time to kill baby Hitler.
Exactly. So if you look at
got
what
it.
he's doing, he's developing a lot of youthful minds and trying to turn them into the next generation of
So you want to
scammers.
expose him to an audience of
yeah,
millions.
so you're
right
gonna give him a
and take him
platform.
out
To
because
say
after
like,
this,
don't
he's-
be like this.
But
guy.
After
after,
this, he's
even
not
if you
gonna be
even if you
able-
win the fight, he will still be able to use all those.
He'll
apps,
have
right?
more eyes. Yeah.
No, but
No,
I
Billy's
think
gonna be
it'll
like,
expose
see
him.
this chill bro that I actually secretly like. Don't be like him.
No, I'm gonna beat his ass. Gonna skull fuck him.
So-
it's gonna be sick.
Do you think that
But what
this
is that
fight
going to accomplish?
will go more than 10 seconds?
Yes.
It would be funny
for
if
sure.
Billy McFarland took a dive.
I mean,
Just
Billy.
if
I
every
just, I
time
just
Billy got
Googled
in the
it.
ring, the guy just took a dive.
You would
You know, what'd be
kill
funny
him.
if he hosted this in the Bahamas and then he made people buy a bunch of tickets for it and then he just didn't show up at the last second. But that's not going to happen because we're going to make sure that it happens. And it's going to be, if it happens, it will be in West Virginia. And it was funny because he got back to me today, and I floated the idea to him. I was like, "What about our Billy versus Billy?" Because Ja Rule apparently has no interest in fighting Billy McFarland. Billy McFarland was like, "Oh man, but I like Billy," and I was like, "Yeah, Billy likes you too." I think
don't
that
like
there's
him.
a budding
I don't
bromance.
like him.
There
I
you go.
don't like him at all.
Talk
All
that
right,
shit,
war
champ.
mode,
literally-
war
Talk
mode.
that shit,
Look,
champ.
War
this
mode.
is gonna be a public execution.
War
Let's
mode.
go, champ.
War
He's
mode.
gonna be a Christian in the Coliseum, and he's
War
gonna get
mode.
fed to the lions.
Let's go.
For the
Okay.
people.
You're
War
lying.
Yeah, I'm a lion.
Eat some kneecaps.
Exactly.
Undercard me versus Punxsutawney Phil.
Yeah.
If Punxsutawney, I'm calling him out right now. If he wants to get in the ring with me, I will fuck him up. Just stomp him. Imagine that.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Like killed the fucking what are they? What are they?
The rats.
Rats.
Yeah, just put it.
Bigger rats.
They're actually marsupials and they lay eggs.
Great.
No.
I know. I just want to see
No,
Billy
what the
get really
fuck?
mad about
Yeah.
that fake animal.
All right, so war mode loading. So no one offer Billy a free beer this weekend if you see him.
Absolutely not.
Don't do that.
Absolutely not.
Don't.
Not even if it's really, really cold and refreshing looking.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I could easily, like, I'm going after this. The last 2 years, I've been honing in my skills. These hands are more dangerous than they were
Oh
the
man.
first time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow,
Getting-
that's really
like,
dangerous.
it's been
How
so
many
much
months
easier.
of vacation can we put you down for after you win this fight?
0. I'm actually taking no vacation before the fight. So when you guys are on vacation,
yeah.
the
Except
next,
maybe going to the Bahamas to film some like background stuff.
I don't think I'm going to do that. Just so you guys know, that's not why I'm doing this.
Okay.
Be wearing the pardon my cheesesteak trunks going in.
Great.
It's going to be a fun time. It's definitely going to be a rough and rowdy you're going to want to see.
Okay. Love it. Love it.
Guaranteed.
Wipe
But it
that,
hasn't been signed yet.
No.
We'll get that done.
wipe that smile off his face.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm going to knock him off the internet.
Yeah.
Oh,
I literally-
wow. Yeah.
No, seriously.
Well,
I
that's what I wanted to do to Ravel, but they wouldn't let me fight him.
like literally,
Well, I thought you were scared to fight Ravel.
No, you made people think I was scared of Ravel
I know you
because
were.
for some reason you didn't want me to fight him. And
I wasn't the
you
one who
told
decided.
me. Yes, you did.
No, it was.
You
not
told me. You told me that.
It was above me.
I don't know about that.
100%.
I don't know about that.
I could find the text. It was not me that
Well,
decided.
when
you
I
can't
first
fight
said that I
Ravel.
wanted to fight Ravel, you told me that you didn't think it was a good idea.
He would win because he wins all of those interactions.
No, I would beat the
When
fuck
I
out
beat
of
him
him
11-0
and knock him out the internet.
When I beat
you
him-
think Ravel would beat me?
No,
Sounds like he
you're
does,
not understanding
PFP.
what I'm saying. When I
Stop
beat him
it, Hank.
11-0, he won because he just basically showed up and was like, "I'm a sad sack."
No,
He
but it's different, like backing a poor sad sack down to the post 9 times, as opposed to like punching his lights out.
right.
He's got
but
quick hands.
He
No,
would,
I would beat the fuck out
I
of
know
Ravel.
he would. He somehow like squirms his way into getting more publicity.
That's
and
why I wanted to wipe him off the internet. He'd have to delete his Twitter if I beat him. That would
was-
be the stakes.
Oh, yeah, he wouldn't do that.
I would not. What if we offered him $1 million if he beat me? If he loses,
Again, I wasn't
he
the one who
deletes his
decided you
Twitter
can't
account.
fight him. So you got to talk to the people who
I
decide that.
why
I-
didn't you fight him?
I wanted to.
I don't think you.
Big Cat thought he was going to lose.
No, Big Cat,
didn't.
Big Cat, and Dave.
Dave didn't want
no,
him
but
to
you,
be fighting.
you and Dave were both like, no, we don't want to do this.
Well, yeah, I don't want to give him a platform. That's a fact.
But we'll give Billy McFarland a platform.
That I had nothing to do with that. You decided that.
I want to beat the fuck out of Darren Ravel, and I would smash him. I would smash his nose in. I would make him.
You've
cry.
already given Billy McFarland a platform. What are you talking
I would
about?
make him cry. I would beat the shit out of Darren Ravel. That's all I'm saying. And so,
Some people said you were ducking.
don't do that.
All right.
I said yes to the fight. I say again, in case there's any dispute, anytime, any place, you don't even have to pay me.
What about March 3rd?
Yes, I will fight Darren Ravel March. I said
Who
anytime,
would
any
be the
place.
undercard?
You would.
Is that a
You did that
real
to
question?
yourself. You did that to yourself.
You would definitely be the undercard in
You
that
did that to
situation.
Yeah,
yourself.
that's
Well, are you
true.
serious?
You did that to
That is
yourself.
true. That is true.
Yeah.
I would
Can you fight him another rough and rowdy?
anytime, any place. Yes, anytime, any place.
Okay.
In the street, in the hallway, at his office. I'll show up, beat him up at his office if he wants to. Anytime, any place. I will beat him up. That's a fact.
Maybe.
You don't have to
All right,
pay me.
Jake, your Fyre Fest.
Yeah, so just an update on the recovery. I think it's all out of my system now. Took a while. Physically, shoulder, lower back are meh. I felt worse though.
Meh. Official diagnosis, meh.
I felt more sore after my first squat Mageddon with the crew.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think the wrist guard helped.
my wrist did not hurt at all.
I mean, your performance at the end was stuff of
Turkey.
legends. 188.
7, 8, and 9. Yeah.
Just blasting through it.
You think if you go back to the bowling alley right now, you'll be a good bowler?
Probably.
Yeah, a lot of practice.
Yeah.
You got good at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could get 200 one day.
Yeah, 188's a fucking diesel score.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully a few more days and I'll be good by the time we head to Arizona.
Okay.
Also, another basketball game tonight.
Oh.
Friday night. Siena, first place in the MAC at Manhattan on ESPN3.
The MAC.
The other MAC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MAAC. Yeah.
So it should be a fun game.
Yeah.
You
You got to make sure that doesn't confuse people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mac.
MAC.
Yeah. 7 o'clock, ESPN3 Friday night. Big
Everyone
Cat
tune
system.
in.
I think your system's undefeated in my games.
Yeah, it is. I will bet the over. I will
Yeah.
be betting the over on that game. What is it? Siena versus who?
Manhattan.
What do we
Manhattan,
call ESPN3? Like ESPN 8's the Ocho, 2's the Deuce.
Trey.
That's right.
ESPN Trey?
Yeah. That sounds good.
ESPN Trois?
Yeah. So tune in tonight, 7 o'clock.
Love it. Love it. And if you don't tune in, you're a scumbag. All right. Numbers, Hank, have you ever gotten this?
69.
17.
Shout out to AWL Nick. He notified me that the 45 ball, which was the last show, was used on yesterday's yak. So do we want to confirm that it was put back?
Oh, okay. We weren't here. So,
Right.
Okay.
So I don't
it's been
know.
put
I don't know if
back.
it's in there or not.
All right.
So there might be 98 balls in
I'll
there.
go 51. Is that the one you did last time? 51?
I don't know.
I think
Yeah.
you did 31.
No, I think he did 51.
I'm going to go 70.
Do you want me to pull the tape?
Yeah, if we just figure out what she guessed.
Also, shout out to listener Alex Grawl. Alex Grawl, he was listening to our podcast a couple weeks ago while he was operating automatic saw and cut his fingers off by mistake because he was apparently laughing at our podcast. So we sent him a care package. He just got it. So shout out to him. I hope the reattachment surgery was successful.
Yes.
He's going to find out probably in the next couple of days, I would imagine. So I would like it if your fingers worked in the future.
Yeah. Hank, wait, have you ever gotten this?
No.
Okay. That's too bad. What was your number, Hank? 17. PFT, what was yours?
7D.
7D. I'm 51.
18.
And
It was 31, Jake. Or 51.
it was 51.
I did 151, 131.
Yeah. So unsure if this is 98 or 99 balls. But
81.
damn, my reciprocal.
81. Too bad, Hank. So sad.
Love you guys.